Ellis, Trapped in C, and we are going to be casting the LMaster's Beginner Discord All Stars match. LMaster loud. LMaster is not here. That's probably a Tim. I'm going to lower you a little bit. All right, that should be good.
Sounds good.
If it's if we hear if it if it's bad later, just let me know. I'll do a quick fix. But for now, let's just get right into the games. We are running a little bit late already. For the first match in Tier 5, we do have Red T45. He is a Terran player, about 1100 MMR, and we have replaced his opponent, who unfortunately could not make it. He will be playing against King Pi, who is going to be playing off race with Terran. So, I'm going to host up the game. Oh, and let me just double check. Yeah, it's going to be on Fighting Spirit.
All right.
Yep, and I'll host the game. It will be ZZ, password ZZ. Keep it simple. Okay, so we're just gonna wait for King Pi and T45 to join up the game, and I'm gonna message some of the people that I was messaging frantically, trying to get them to fix the stream situation. So yep, and now we have
All
our
right.
two competitors here, and yeah, I'm ready to go. Okay, starting in the top left position as the orange Terran, we have Noob T45.
And in the bottom left corner, we have King Pi as the yellow Terran. King Pi off racing. He's a Protoss main.
And you will be seeing him play Protoss later today. He has another match. He generously decided to step in the place of one of his teammates, and so he told me that he has really never played TVT. He doesn't know builds and stuff, and that would help even it out a little bit. But his mechanics should be still better than Noob T45. So I think one player has the strategic advantage, and one player has the APM slash maybe game experience advantage.
Uh huh. Yeah. Well, we'll see how much that matters in TVT. TVT is very very strategically and tactically complex.
Absolutely. We do see King Pi. He's going to be making his racks. Oh no, that's his depot. He's going to be making it close to the ramp. Generally, you don't really see wall offs in TVT, I think, and you do see forward racks a lot, like in the natural or outside the main, even like towards the center of the map. You can
Yep.
see it in those situations. But we'll see if either player opts to go for that route.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like it. Typically, if you're going to go for a forward racks, you would do it a little sooner.
Hmm. Let's see. That looks like just yeah, it's just an early scout out of King Pi, coming
Yeah.
out at the same time as the barracks. Uh, Definitely wants to be safe. Maybe find out what his opponent is doing and to get a sense of what's going on. He is going to be able to scout first, so that's going to be a major boon to him. Uh, Conversely, I think that it's going to be yeah, yeah. Discord stuff pops in, and I don't know how to turn that off. Actually, let me see if I can fix. Oh, it's streamer mode. That's why. I'm gonna fix that real quick.
All right.
Streamer mode. All right.
So it looks like both players are going for roughly the same thing right now. They're both taking their gas on one base, so they will likely do like a one factory or two factory expand, maybe a one base play. But
Yeah,
neither player is looking to expand particularly quickly.
yeah, definitely both players playing it safe. Uh, Elmaster's messaging me stuff I can't read right now. I'm sorry, Elmaster. The scouting SCV, it looks like it stole a mineral from Noob T45. That's always a it's funny to see when people steal minerals from other people's bases. I think it was a Sun Tzu who said that like something like one uh what was it? One bag of rice that you steal is like plus two bags of rice, I guess, because you took one from your enemy and one for yourself. So we'll see if these eight minerals have any advantage later on. SCV does look like it's going to be able to
I
escape.
suppose.
hmm It also should be noted that Noob T45 only has one SCV on his gas, while King Pi continues to have three. So
Yeah,
I'm thinking that it might be a two-fac of some sort, or maybe he
or
just kind of.
just him not being a Terran player.
Yeah, that could be
That's
it too.
always the thing. We'll see.
But that does mean that we should be expecting an expansion from T45 shortly, and it looks like he is sending his SCV out just for that purpose. He's going to be here right before the 400 minerals. So going into it, looks like it might be a slight advantage for T45 for now, because the second factory has not started for King Pi. It does look like he is
Yeah.
thinking about doing an expansion of his own, but it's obviously going to be delayed.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so this is how you can see this is like basically the same build order, but King Pi forgetting to take SCVs or not knowing to take SCVs off gas. Oh, as I say that, he's throwing down a starport.
Ooh, okay, that does make it interesting. It's going to come down to whether or
Yeah.
not T45 is going to go with an engineering bay after this, if his academy is going to be fast enough. I wonder if it's going to be drops or it can't be Wraith because then he would need two starports, right? So
Well, who knows? It could be a suboptimal version of anything at this point.
that is true.
But one starport, yeah, we would probably expect to see dropship. But it looks like he's making tanks right now because he got the add-on and nothing's popped out yet.
No, no upgrade either,
Factory.
though. It's kind of odd.
That is vultures. Okay.
So can we
Yeah.
get
So to
I was
me,
I'm sorry, just quickly. I want to double check with the chat if the audio levels are balanced now because I turned on music for the game as well. So I want to find out if music is too loud or if one of us as casters is too loud or not. So if you guys could give us some feedback on that, that would be great. Now back to what you were saying, Tim. Go ahead.
yeah, to me it looks like GameFi didn't really have much of a concrete plan going into this because we see he built the add-on from the machine shop, but then didn't use it for a while, and then only built a vulture and now a Goliath. So
Yeah, he also has
seems like he's
the starport just now started flashing a little bit, and the add-on
uh
it must be for the dropship then, because we don't see any cloak coming out of it. So it's gonna be
yeah
looks like Goliath drop. I think he has Goliath to
yeah.
start off.
Meanwhile, Noob is going really. He does seem like he has his plan together. Like he's spending all of his money. He's got 3 factories now.
Yeah,
He's got his expansion up.
before this game, I was reading the chat in the team chat for King Pie's team, and they were discussing who was gonna play Noob. And King Pie was like, "Hey, man, I'm not sure if this is gonna be, this is gonna be good because I think that Noob has like 60 APM or something I heard. So like, I think I'm gonna be too strong for him." But so far, I mean, Noob is looking pretty freaking solid to me. I mean, he's got a lot of
Yeah,
vultures out. You could definitely do some damage right now. Honestly, you could just bust up this ramp.
yeah. One thing is though, Noob has a very heavy lack of scouting information.
I mean, he did just send an SCV not too long ago. I think it died at the ramp. I think he might have seen the Goliath shooting at it if he was paying attention to it. Uh,
Yeah, but he hasn't seen the starport.
that's true. Yeah,
So yeah, he has his barracks out here, but he could easily be floating his barracks into the main to actually see what is going on.
absolutely. But the barracks is in a good spot. It would see this even if the vultures weren't there. The vultures are going to catch this though, and I think that we should see like an immediate reaction to go back home. Yeah, he sees it. We see it on the minimap. He's going right back to his main, and I wonder.
Yeah, he's got a lot of vultures out. So I mean, Goliaths are pretty good against vultures, but with this many, I think Noob can hold on.
Yeah, I think it would have been great if he could lay the mines ahead of time, and then
For the drop. Yeah.
yeah, King Pi would have had a really hard time knowing where he could land. Ooh, that almost got hurt, but nice pickup from King Pi here. We do have a tank out, so this should be not that dangerous anymore, but he did lose a couple vultures
Yeah.
already just from the early engagement there.
Yeah, so far King Pi has been trading pretty efficiently with these Goliaths, but I don't think he's going to get a ton of economic damage. The Noob has 6 vultures just sitting outside his natural that he seems to have forgotten about.
Yeah, I was about to say, as you say that, I mean, he just kind of let the Goliath take some pot shots on his economy right now. I wonder. Yeah, he's gonna pull back. He's not gonna go where the mines likely are. And this is actually starting to shape up to be pretty damaging now. Has lost at least, I want to say, 6 or 7 SCVs, probably more. The vultures coming in laying mines. At this point, I feel like the mines almost don't even work against glass, or shouldn't work if they are.
You need quite a lot
Mhm.
because they can easily pick off the mines as they pop up.
Yeah, but these two standing really tightly together, and nice reaction again from King Pi again. He's gonna fly away. Maybe he's gonna try to land on top of this tank. Yeah, this is a nice move too as well.
Wow.
Yeah, this is pretty good. Mines are not gonna be in time if he notices, and he doesn't even have to. Yeah, the mines are just not doing what they should be. I think if he just
Yeah.
oh
Ooh, good hit.
yeah, as I say that.
Okay, that one mine connection is gonna let Noob finally deter this dropship. But
Yeah.
this entire time, he's had the 6 vultures sitting outside his natural that he completely forgot existed.
And the harassment actually
And those-
continues in the other mineral line
Yeah.
now. No turrets were made in this time.
Really trying to get as much damage out of this as possible. Also, King Pi finished +1 attack, which is kind of a big deal. If he gets a science facility soon, he can start +2, which is a very big deal in this matchup. And he has the starport already.
Oh, I found the army just now. It's like hiding behind that mini-map thing on the bottom left. I was wondering, like,
Yeah,
where's the
yeah, all
armory
the way in
even?
the corner.
Yeah. So if I was T45 right now, I think I would lay mines just pretty much everywhere around my base so that he can't get harassed like this. And I think the turrets are really delayed here when they really shouldn't have been. The engineering bay finished quite a while ago. Oh!
Oh
Oh!
my god.
That was a good idea. I like that idea. He knew the mines were there from before.
It was almost way more damaging. Fortunately, there didn't happen to be a lot of SCVs towards the command center.
Yeah, also Goliaths are so bulky that they kind of soak up most of the splash radius. It's not like a Zealot, which kind of you can drag the mine pretty far and it explodes. I feel like it gives more explosion to the units around it, whereas the Goliath kind of just body blocked most of the damage there.
Yeah, it's like the Zealot can get into the SCVs better.
And we notice King Pi has expanded behind us. His economy is looking really sharp, but he's still actually behind in supply. Granted, a lot of that supply is in vultures for T45. But
Yeah, and also King Pie's floating a ton of money because he wasn't able to throw down factories while he was doing all of that harassment.
yeah,
So he's been on one factory this entire time.
that's one thing that I see a lot of lower level players do, and at least I did it a lot when I was first starting to play Brood War. Is like I thought that like okay, if I just micro this really really well, I'll just win, right? But you can't like when that army dies, you need to have an army behind it. You know, when that drop stops doing damage, you need to have been doing something back at home to capitalize on that advantage. Otherwise, you're more or less breaking even because you're hurting yourself while you do all this micro.
I do agree.
And we see another drop is about to happen here. There is
That
vultures
being
here.
said, King Pie has been doing really good damage with these Goliaths.
That's true. And still no turrets. I mean, I think we're gonna see a turret now, or actually no, maybe a mine. No, he sees the dropship. 2 tanks this time. Yeah, that's not gonna do as much damage, I think. But if he sieges
Hopefully,
up,
yeah, hopefully Nuke can just react in time.
I heard a tank
Seems
sieging
like
up, but it was the wrong
his
one.
reactions to these dropships are a little slow.
Yeah, this turret was in a good position though.
Yeah, good turret.
And then another one here as well. Oh, if it doesn't
I don't
drop,
get it.
ooh, drop the
Alright,
tanks
well,
though.
at least with the dropship gone, it's easier. So,
Better reaction on running the SCVs away. Not as many are going to die to tank splash, because sometimes that's the worst part is the fact that when you run away with your stacked SCVs
They
or
all
grubs
stack
or
up,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, so you got out pretty fast this time, which is good for him. It's still going to take a while to kill these tanks with vultures and an unsieged tank, I think. If he targeted the nuke T45's tank, I think that would have been a nice pickup for this drop. But overall, we can say that this drop did not go as well as planned.
yeah, however, with all that lost mining time, and he did kill a non-zero number of SCVs, and he traded for a good number of vultures, really, it was not, yeah, I would say at least broke even for King Pie.
Yeah, it also should be noted that because of the economic disruption, T45 is only mining gas with 2 SCVs right now. Not that he's been producing very gas-heavy units so far,
Yeah.
but he has 0 mining in the natural and only 2 in the main. So that
Yeah.
could pile on later on in the game when he starts pumping all those tanks and such. That's when it might get difficult.
There also has yet to be a transfer back to the main from the natural, so we have very inefficient mining going on here. So even though these drops, you could say that noob didn't take really horrendous like damage physically from them. He's very like mentally taxed by them, so he hasn't been able to effectively carry out whatever his build or plan was because he's been disrupted so much.
Yeah, absolutely. But we do see T45. He is moving ahead, and I really like this move. Containing Terran and expanding behind it is really commonly seen in TVT, and I think it's a good move for the aggressor. He just has to not
Yeah,
lose all his vultures here, because there is enough to bust
yeah,
through this with only 2 tanks there.
yeah. Careless unit movements like that can really completely derail your push. What you want to be doing is just setting up a line of tanks so if they can't move forward, place some mines, but keep all your units alive. Because especially in TVT, defender's advantage is huge. So pushing into this would be definitely not good for Noob here.
Yeah,
You just want to contain.
I don't think he knows about the mines either. I don't think he's seen any vultures out for King Pi, so he might not be aware that they're out there at all. Um, And one thing that I do want to know is that despite being the better player and having more factories, at least on paper, King Pai's money's still been skyrocketing. Again, it's probably you were talking about the mental damage it did to T45. I think it also hurt King Pai a little bit too, focusing so hard on those dropships. Ooh,
Yeah,
nice move here from King Pai though. This bust attempt was really nice, and he's actually this is a really good dropship micro, I
yeah.
think.
This dropship play was very good.
He took out 2 tanks, now he's going to push on through. He should be bringing the other tanks with him. He might actually not be able to bust this now that the mines are coming down because he didn't bring all his tanks with him. But actually all the mines go down. Goliath saved the day, and the contain is busted. Very
Yeah,
nicely
King
done.
Pai just barely breaks through there.
And
This tank has 3 health left.
and now the supply difference is becoming more representative of what we would expect to see, I think, is because all the vultures died that were taking up so much of the supply and they died not doing having done much.
Yeah,
Supply
though it
difference is just
should be
climbing.
noted. It should be noted that because King Pai has had absolutely no economic damage dealt to him, he's about to mine out in his main, and his natural is going to be his only base soon.
Yeah.
Whereas Noob still has plenty of money on both bases because he just hasn't been able to mine as much due to all this harassment.
This is cute though. I really like he was dropping like one Goliath I think at a time to get the siege tank fire to splash damage the SCVs. That was
Yeah.
pretty cute. But yeah, I think the time for dropship harass is past now for King Pie. He should definitely focus on expanding. We see that Noob is actually gonna be the first one to take a third base here at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, so
Ooh, wait, I lied. There's a floating command center here coming to 3 o'clock. I mean 9 o'clock. This barracks would have been really cute if you landed it where the command center is supposed to go. If
yeah,
they were having like a race to the base, that would have
takes forever to kill.
been and it would have given them some time to climb up, I think, like get up on top of the ramp and prevent this expansion from going up. But it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. And the barracks is forced to run away. You're going to eat a lot of damage from these Goliaths, if not die entirely.
I'm sure it will die,
Yeah.
yeah. Goliath's anti-air damage is very high.
Should also be noted that these vultures, despite having it invested so much into vultures, these are still slow vultures. I feel like if they were faster, they could be a little bit more
Yeah.
annoying everywhere.
Yeah, he seems to have forgotten the speed upgrade. So with that barracks dead, and it doesn't look like Noob is remaking it anywhere, he's stuck on 5 factories until
Mhm.
he remakes that.
And at the beginning of this engage, it didn't look like he had a vision uphill, so that hurt him a lot as well. Not only does shooting uphill hurt, if you don't have vision, the uphill tank is almost always going to win.
We see nuclear silo going down at the third base for King Pai. And also at
Oh
the
god.
natural. He's got 2 nuke silos.
Oh god.
A dropship waiting eagerly for ghosts to pop out of this barracks.
Mhm.
So I feel like
We're gonna see something
if
great.
Noob doesn't spot this, and Noob has no detection other than the turrets, by the way. He has no scans.
Mhm. That's one thing I should note. Yeah,
So
Academy is something that you often see very early in TVT, and you see scanners pop up right away, and you want scanners as many as you can, to keep information, keep gathering information. But Noob has not
yeah,
made any scanners at all, so. And wow, King Pi actually moving on to his fourth base now. Noob probably unaware of this. Sending his vultures here could have done some nice damage, and it would have shown him the third nuclear silo that's coming up. Oh god.
yeah,
We were recently talking about someone asked for advice in low level TVT saying like, oh my opponent, he just sits in his base with like a billion tanks and like he doesn't come out, right? How do I beat that, right? And I said, you know, like unironically, you can nuke push them because you can launch a nuke at like
That's true.
in front of their tanks, and then they would have to unsiege and run away, and then you see cancel the nuke, siege up and push forward. So I wonder if we're going to be seeing it used in that context, or if he's going to go for a sneaky main nuke drop.
Given the drop ships, I think the plan is the sneaky main,
Yeah, he is
or like hit the third or something.
he is trying to set up another contain though. He was just a little bit late to get here. King Pi was moving at the same time. If he had gotten a contain there and taken out the fourth base, that could have put him back in a decent position, somewhat. But yeah, with no scan, this is gonna be really difficult to hold the nuke. And we are
Yeah,
seeing
King Pi.
go ahead.
King Pi has also 2 add-ons on factories, whereas Noob only has 1. So his tank production. I mean, neither player is spending all of their money,
Hmm.
but having 2 add-ons instead of 1 means that King Pi can have twice as many tanks as Noob, and that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, also it should be noted that the Goliath heavy composition is doing great against his Vulture heavy composition from Noob.
A nice mind connect though.
And it should also be noted that he did get a Ghost Vision, I assume, because the cloak. I'm thinking that the cloak was first, and then he got Vision later. I saw that there was at least 2 upgrades coming for that. So these are gonna be some far-seeing nuclear ghosts. And yeah, actually, if he drops in this natural, there's
Maybe it's
really nothing.
lockdown.
True, that is a good point. That would be some Pimpus play material
Who
right
knows?
there. I mean, this,
Yeah.
props
With
to
no scanners though, there really is nothing that you can do about this.
I I want. Ooh, but if he flies into the turret range, though, that might not be good. Yeah, he's gonna go greedy for the main, and there are turrets there.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh, it's Goliath, and then also the Ghost.
okay, but yeah,
There's the cloak.
with the vision range, I think he might be out of range of the turret. Yes.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Wow. Okay, so let's. I mean, King Pie's starting off big. Definitely getting the hype up for this event. Let's see. No
Noob hasn't pulled
reaction.
the SCVs. Yeah,
There's
they're all gonna die.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a huge hit.
That was like 24 SCVs, I think.
This armory's
So,
gonna burn down. Command center's gonna burn down,
well, 20 at least.
and the Ghost is still alive.
True.
With
He can go
100
for another
energy.
one. He has
Yeah,
more.
he can easily nuke again with this same Ghost because he's got 100 energy left.
Now, one thing that that's interesting that you guys might not know about nuke is that you can actually you can start rebuilding the nuke as soon as you launch it. You don't have to wait for it to land. You can, as soon as it flies out, as soon as you hear
Yeah.
that nuclear launch detected, you can start making the next nuke. It seems
Yeah,
like
and with,
yeah, it seems
with
like he
3 nuke
forgot.
silos, he can easily just rapid fire them. But yeah, I don't think he remembered to build another one.
Yeah, he had there's 2 of them flashing right now. The third one is idle, so I think yeah, he must have forgotten about it. Um, Another dropship is by the third base. Props to Noob for not giving up after that though, because I would have been like, all right, you know what, you know what, I'm out of here. But he's recognizing that his position isn't totally terrible. You know what I mean? Like he did get hurt pretty bad, but King Pi is not being very active on the map. He's just now moving out to expand his territory a little bit. Meanwhile, Noob's territory is actually a lot larger, I think. Question is if he can hold on to it here against these tanks and Goliaths with these vultures. I don't think so.
Yeah. We see
Oh,
another
God.
nuke coming down.
Oh,
Where's
God.
this one? Same place?
Let's see. Nope, it's in the
Oh,
third.
it's in the center of the factories.
Center of the factories. Oh, I see
Oh,
it. Yeah.
and there's one at the third.
Oh God.
Brutal.
Oof. Yeah, these are all burning crispy now. One actually went down, and let's see this one. Yeah, there's these SCVs are done for. Ah.
Yeah,
Ouch.
now we've got noob on pretty much 0 mining.
Yeah. This is now is becoming a little rough. The SCVs did transfer from the main though. He thought it was going to be in the main, so he is going to have a little bit of mining. But at the same time, King Pi, it looks like he did clean out that mine field down here at the bottom right. And he does have his 5th base behind this, so he's definitely climbing ahead. But T45 is still going to play it out. Still not hasn't added a scan, as has been noted. But I think, has the Academy died already? Yeah, I think the Academy is dead, right?
Yeah, the academy's added to the nukes.
Oof. This Goliath, I'm sorry, this Ghost
Really
got
unfortunate.
founded. This one's still here.
Yeah. The one at the third still has plenty of energy as well, and with no scans, nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, we got the nuclear silos pumping.
Yeah, awaiting the third nuke,
Yeah,
or the fourth nuke actually.
this command center is gonna die. I think if it doesn't get repaired. I mean, it's gonna die regardless if it doesn't get repaired, but it's gonna die really fast if this nuke hits soon.
Yeah.
When King Pi trying to be a little aggressive here, pushing up with his tanks, and he actually has like a ton of supply. I mean, nukes. I think each nuke is 8 supply.
Yeah, I don't know really where it is. I guess, yeah, a lot of it is the nukes. Oh, he still has a ton of units at the third King Pi.
True. Okay, here we go.
And there's also a ton that's unrallied in me.
True. Let's see the reaction. No, no. Oh god.
Nope. Command center's going down along with
all the
rest of
SCVs.
its SCVs.
Oh my god. Wow, alright. Now this is like a lamentable position to be in for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, he's sending all of his SCVs there, even though there's no command center there anymore. Oh my god. Where's this going?
On the one tank. He's nuking a tank and some supply depots.
Dude, if he knew that the SCVs were coming back, that would be. I don't think it's gonna reach them at this range.
I don't even know if it's gonna hit them though.
Oh my god. Dude, that is so brutal. That range is absurd.
Kill, like the closest ones.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
And now this command center is also gonna get denied. Oh my goodness.
King Pi with these drops and the nukes, he's really just not allowing noob to exist in this game.
We found a different mode of detection though. Spider mines. We should have thought of that ourselves actually. He could have easily covered his base in mines and never gotten nuked in the first place, but it's too little too late now. He did get that one ghost with them. And it looks like King Pi is thinking about moving out now. He does have probably, it looks like only like half of his army. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to close out a TVT because of Defender's advantage being so strong. Like,
yeah.
Even these 3 tanks are going to trade decently.
Yeah.
They still killed.
At least 2 tanks, yeah.
Yeah, at least 2 tanks.
Ooh, but this
in any other matchup, you would see if you have a numbers advantage that large, you would lose literally nothing.
Yeah. And on top of that, the mines also soften up some of the tanks. I think they might have killed one as well. So like mines on top of siege tanks, there's just so many good defensive options here.
Yeah.
But I think T45 might be thinking of calling it soon. He's mining with a grand total of 5 SCVs. Yeah, 5 SCVs, no gas.
Yeah, it does look pretty grim. Goliath's picking off these tanks in the center. There's the GG.
Oof, GG. Okay, so I realized one thing that I forgot to mention at the start of this series is that this is actually a series. It's not just random matches. It's 2 teams. We have Team Smurfs and Team 2. I'll post the link to the what's it called, to the thread here. So Team Smurfs, T45 was representing them, and Team 2 for them, Snowfall was going to play, but instead, like I said, we got King Pi taking the win for his team there as a stand-in player. So that's one match out of the way. We do have Game 2 was going to be Mr. Wizard versus Penosaurus Sex, but that's not going to be happening until later. Mr. Wizard is running a bit late. So we are going to move straight into the Tier 3 matches. We have Evan Hoki on Ground Zero against, again, King Pi. Ask me what,
Alright.
Kanzaki.
Looking forward to it.
I wonder where's Ivan Hoki. That's, everyone has different names, so many of them. So we got genius names like Prolapse Protoss here. Where is Ivan Hoki? I wonder. I'm gonna go message him. Alright, well, so Quad is asking if he could play earlier, considering Ivan Hoki isn't here. Okay, Ivan Hoki is here. Alright, so since I already called him, all right, let me deal with this real quick because everyone's been giving me trouble with their schedules and stuff today. So I'm gonna try to resolve this as well as possible.
Yeah, organizing events always a pain.
Okay, especially live events.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we are going to. Oh, he's a Quad is from Russia. I didn't know that. Привет, как дела? But so it's gonna be instead of the Avan Hoki versus King Pi match, we are gonna be watching Quadro versus BBS, aka Vivi, aka
Nice.
yes, and this is a grudge match. This is gonna be on Cross Game. The grudge match
Yeah,
is
and the ZVZ, right?
yeah, it's gonna be ZVZ. So the story is that BB tried to Terran versus Zerg against Quadro, and I believe she lost the best of three, like 2-0 or something like that, or maybe it was even 3-0. So she says, "I want to play Quadro in ZVZ, and I want to prove that I can do it, that I can beat him with my main race." So
Let's see if Vivi can make it happen.
wait, hold on. I'm getting confused now because of so many replacements. Uh, oh no, Gomitas is playing Avan Hoki. I'm sorry about that. Yeah,
All right.
Gomitas is playing Avan Hoki. Okay. And now we're doing BBS versus Quadro. So that'll be in ZZ. I wonder if BB is. Oh, yeah, BB is here. Okay, great. Okay, so ZZ, password ZZ, and I'm going to be hosting Cross Game. Ladder. Cross Game. Okay, op slots are open. All right, so BB is well known for their Mutalisk micro. They love the Mutalisk, a vow for it. They say that macro is cheating. They've been known to micro their Mutalisk for like a minute straight without macroing. So,
Oh, this is true. Yes.
so in ZVZ, this might actually play out in her favor, in their favor. Sorry. And Quad is a relative newcomer, and he has been laddering a lot, has been practicing. Oh, we got the shit talk going. Quad asked if they were nervous. Okay. We got DJ Entus in the chat saying it's gonna be a 4 pool. Trust me.
Vivi has told me that favorite matchup is ZVZ. So
I mean that makes sense for a Mutalisk Glover. So, uh,
yeah.
in the top right we do got BB the white Zerg, and looks like I smell cheese already because this looks like it's gonna be a 5 pool.
Oh my God. All right. In the bottom left, we have Quad, completely unaware that he's about to get absolutely cheesed.
Yeah. Uh, the flight and walking distance on this map is actually like surprisingly long. I played a couple of ZVZs with Quad to prepare for this, and first of all, I never once 5 pooled them, so I'm sorry for this, Quad. I don't think for that 4 pool and 5 pool are that good because 9 pool pretty much beats that, doesn't it?
No, they really typically are not used in ZVZ. Usually, if you want to be aggressive, you would do a 9 pool speed. But because 9 pool is so common in this matchup, 5 pool and full pool are really statistically not favored because 9 pool, your lings will be out in time to deal
Yeah.
with the enemy's lings, especially with the rush distance this long.
Looks like it's gonna be overpool at the earliest though for Quad, and he has just passed that 200 middle marker. So unfortunately, I think it
This
might be.
12 hatch?
It can't be 12 hatch. It has to be 12 pool. 12 pool, I don't think can hold 5 pool, unfortunately. And I
No,
do,
this, yeah,
uh,
12 pool.
yeah, I want to point out that BB is representing Team Smurfs, and Quad is representing Team 2, and Team 2 is now up 1-0 thanks to King Pie's win. So it is going to be gas after 12 pool, 11 gas. So, I mean, that's kind of standard. It's a little bit risky, but the lings are coming out now.
Yeah,
isn't the rule something like 5 pool loses to 9 pool, 12? It's something like this, right? Like this is the strength build order.
Well,
Like not necessarily beats the other one, but has an advantage against.
uh, yeah, something like that.
So skipping the middle step really doesn't work in that direction though, because 5 pool beats more
Yeah.
what's called macro heavy options like this fast hatchery, no sunken.
Well, the links just started, so
Uh,
if Quad can drone drill, Vivi has a drone with this, so I think the plan is to build a sunken in the
yep.
base.
I actually did
Yeah,
this.
so that's going to make it way harder to deal with. Vivi really wants to be going for the drones right now, though, because and
Ooh.
definitely not targeting the
Ooh.
hatchery. That was a huge mistake that might cost Vivi the game.
Wow. Yeah. The early micro was really off too. The first 4 lings trait killed I think 5 from BB, and
Yeah, exactly.
BB could have done damage, a lot more damage too, because the 5th and 6th Zerglings for quad were really late. She's gonna go for the sunken now though, and
Yeah, and the sunken for Vivi is also coming up.
but it's not in range. The sunken's not in range of the other sunken. That could be bad because the spawning pool is right there. The hatcheries are right there.
Yeah, also the both of the hatcheries are in range and the gas is in range.
Wow,
So
even the drones are kind of in range of the sunken. He just killed the drone
yeah,
in the main mineral line, or maybe that was one of those sunken far shot moments. But wow, okay.
it was that couldn't happen with drones. It was one that was retreating from the gas to the minerals and got it at the last second.
Makes sense. But now, I mean, he just now BB switched to the pool. Before that, he was targeting the gas. So slight bit of decision making error here as well. A new pool has to be made for quad. Let's see, BB behind this
Yeah,
is full all in. Only 4 drones still.
yeah, no drones have been made.
I mean, with good reason too, though. I feel like once you kill the enemy spawning pool, there's not much they can do. Thankfully, Quad did manage to get the second sunken started, so that's gonna help him hold out a little bit. But he's really broke behind
Yeah,
this.
but there's really nothing that Quad can do to deal with Vivi Sunken, who that's eventually going to kill these hatcheries.
Oh, and this sunken's gonna go down. No reaction from the drones. The drone pull is way too late. We
Yeah, I
actually,
think even like that kind of move from Vivi is really not necessary. Like you have a solid winning position just by having this sunken here hitting the hatcheries. You don't really have to do anything else. So any aggressive move beyond that is just taking a risk.
absolutely, and I mean, there's also been the inconsistency in. Oh,
Yeah.
this is.
So
I love this move actually from
yeah,
Quad.
this is exactly what I'm talking about though. With taking unnecessary risks, he might lose the sunken now. Yeah, he's going to lose the sunken now because he
Oh,
lost links,
oh, but
killing that sunken that he didn't have to kill.
oh, but now the economies are. BB actually has a better economy with her
Yeah,
4 drones. With their 4 drones, sorry. So this has now become actually a really serious situation again.
yeah, it's definitely still favored for Vivi, but it's way closer than it should have been.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my goodness, and I think that's
Yeah,
gonna be G right
Vivi's
there.
barely going to close it out because there's no spawning pool.
You're.
There is nothing that Quad can do at this point. Can't even make drones.
Wow. All right. What a game. I mean,
Yeah,
BB definitely could have been what's called targeting much better earlier on, like targeting the pool first and then
uh-huh.
targeting only one of the hatcheries, because both the hatcheries were at like 50% yellow health because of the sunken's inconsistent targeting. But overall, I mean, it was just a build order, really bad build order disadvantage from for Quad, and he still almost brought it back. So major props to Quad for that.
Yeah, he almost managed to. And I think with 12 pool with the rest distance that long, it is you're not like 100% dead like you would be if it was 12 hatch, but it definitely is hard. You have to buy time with the drones.
Okay. So moving on, we now have Team Two is down 2-0 against. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I got the teams messed up. Wait, did I? No, Team Two is up 2-0. No, I'm so sorry because
Maybe.
all the reversals. It's 1-1. Team Smurfs, Team Two. Quadro was playing for Team Two. BB was playing for Team Smurfs. So BB puts Team Smurfs on the map, and next we will be having Avan Hoki against Gometas.
All right.
and that is going to be on Ground Zero. So I'm hosting that. It's ZZ, password ZZ. And it is going to be a Protoss versus Protoss. So far mirror matches only. A lot of mirror
Oh,
matches come out today. Wait,
yeah, we
Wizard
get
is
to
here.
see one of each already, though. That's good.
Oh, Wizard for his game. All right, we'll play Wizard's game after this. Uh, mm,
Yeah, Wizard has to go soon, right?
yeah.
So
Oh, he needs to play
Wizard
his
play
match.
first.
Okay, yeah. All right, Wizard plays first.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got Wizard against Penosaurus Sex for the Tier 4 match on Circuit Breaker.
That's also PvP, right?
Yes, it's also PvP.
All right.
You guys got me going crazy over here. Uh, Wade Master Game. Sorry, there's no bracket. I'll link the thread again so you can take a look. Let me see where. Oh, I closed the chat. I'm like, God damn it! Such a mess. I guess we're waiting on Penosaurus Sex. I'm gonna message him in the chat. Let me see. His AK is Holden.
Oh, okay. I was wondering who it was.
Hmm. Well, thank you, Lucky Noob, for linking that for me. I'm gonna pop out the chat so I can do it myself later. All right, maybe. Do we have the game? No, that's Kanzaki. I think is Kanzaki gonna replace? I think Kanzaki is gonna replace Penosaurus Sex. All right, so we have a bunch of shuffling going on around today.
Yeah, what is going on?
PvP Kanzaki Renko. So I've never once seen Kanzaki play Protoss. He only plays Terran and Zerg. So it's gonna be a kind of a similar situation to
Yeah,
the game one
I
that we
have
had.
seen him play Protoss once, very long time ago, but he definitely does not play Protoss often.
Yeah. And I feel like the mirror matchup is the one where he would gain the least amount of like benefit from his other what's called like he plays ZVP
Yeah,
and
exactly.
TVP, so he knows the opposite a little bit, right? But PvP he probably never played one in his life or something like that. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he thinks about the matchup. I mean, he is familiar with the Korean pro scene, so maybe he knows approximate builds. We'll see how it goes. And speaking of Kanzaki, he's here at the bottom right as the yellow Protoss.
Yeah, and in the upper right we have Mr. Wizard as ID1.
Yeah, Mr. Wizard. Ooh, it's a little choppy. Mr. Wizard.
Yeah, I hear your voice lagging a bit too, so maybe decrease the bitrate for the stream.
Okay, let me see. Video output is currently active. Can't change. uh, let me see.
I think you
Oh,
can
I
decrease
can.
bitrate, but you can't increase
Okay.
resolution.
Okay. All right. We changed it. We slowed it down a little bit. Hopefully, it'll be a little bit better now. Um. Anyway. So, what was I saying? Mr. Wizard ID1. He is a moderator in the LMaster Discord, and he is offering a present, or I guess a surprise, a mystery gift to a player or players in this event. We don't know. I don't want to say too much about what the criteria are or what the prize actually is. That's all going to be a surprise, but we will be hearing
Uh-huh.
from him later about that. So major props to Mr. Wizard for giving up some of his time, effort, judgment, and potentially whatever the gift is for this
Yeah,
event. Yeah.
yet to be seen.
So talking about opening builds, so far we got Kanzaki Renko with a 10 gate, 11 gas, and the same thing from
Same thing
ID1.
for Mr. Wizard. Yeah.
So very standard so far. Looks like Kanzaki is opting to scout earlier, scouting after the gateway, which I think is the standard also.
Yeah.
ID waiting a little bit, but they are gonna know where each one of them came from.
Well, if Mr. Wizard was paying attention to the probe, then yes, but I think he might not have seen it.
Oof, yeah, that's tough.
His screen was not over it
Hmm.
when they passed, so it looks like he might go all the way around before he finds Kanzaki's base.
You know, in HD, the yellow Protoss and the brown Protoss look way too close to me in color. Like I thought it was the probe was about to build something next to the gateway. I thought it was Kanzaki's probe. I'm like, wait, what? Why is he placing a pylon there?
You
But
know, you know how there's like a blue and then there's also like a light blue?
yeah.
I had that in ladder against Kingdom the other day. PvP.
Yeah, watching that replay must be horrible.
Absolutely.
All right, so from Kanzaki's side, we do see a cybernetics core and then a second gateway. So quick two gate, and meanwhile, Wizard is staying on one gateway. His probe looks like it kind of lagged behind in the top left corner there. It didn't really keep scouting when it could have, and now he should know that it's across the map. Yeah, and he is going to go cross scout. So that's a good read by Wizard, knowing that the early probe must have come from a nearby base.
Yeah. However, actually, so because it was a gateway scout, if it was instead a scout on pylon and Kanzaki was in the bottom left, that could also have been the same probe timing and routing his base. So you really can't entirely rule out that he's in the bottom left from that scout timing because pylon scout is also pretty popular, especially on 4-player maps.
Really, pylon scout like diagonally too. That would be such a mindfuck. I think if someone did that to me, I would be
No,
like,
no,
what?
pylon scout, but he scouted like bottom right and then top
Oh.
right. It would be about the same time as just the gateway scout to the top right.
Okay, I see. I didn't know that Pylon Scout became popular. I guess it kind of makes sense. So many
On
cheesy stuff
4-player
Protoss
maps,
does.
yeah.
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 We are seeing a Citadel of a Dune from our boy Mr. Wizard, and he does have the ramp block with a Zealot. Got two Dragoons. One Dragoon is looking around, checking to see that nothing was placed, I guess, in his
Yeah,
base.
so notably, if you get two gateways this fast, if you want to constantly produce out of them, you're not really going to be able to afford a robo for a while unless you cut dragoons, which doesn't make sense if you're going for these fast two gateways.
I think this probe might actually be placing the Robo. Yeah, it is. So that's actually
Yeah, the
a
robo's
really
just
good
going
Robo
down
scan.
now. Well, this DT, if Mr. Wizard is really, really tight with his timing, the DT will absolutely get there before the Obs is out. I think.
Yeah, but I think that it's not going to do that much damage. It might poke at the ramp if
No,
Kanzaki
yeah.
is holding on ramp. I don't think it's going to get to the probes at any time. It is going to
But
be
it
nice.
can at least give Mr. Wizard map control.
That's true.
Like,
That's
it
almost
will take
certain.
a while because you have to get two obs out before you can really move out because otherwise they can just come into your base while you're gone.
Hmm.
So
I think Kanzaki just found the Dragoons trying to go up the ramp issue that Protoss have.
Yeah.
He looked like he moved up and then they just kind of went like, nope.
yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
that,
it's blocked.
it just happened again. It's like, nope. Oh, he actually
Yeah,
sees
but
that.
also it should be noted that Kanzaki has no idea that it is Templar tech.
True.
Citadel was started after he left the base. So
Observatory.
yeah, it looks like he is getting observatory right away. So that's good.
Good read. Maybe he read the low Dragoon count. The fact that, I mean, one Zealot doesn't tell you that it's ZT, but the low Dragoon count maybe did, or the fact that the Dragoons didn't seem to have range yet. This could be a
The
possibility.
range is a real big indicator.
Yeah. So yeah, the DT is out already. The DT, yeah, it needed to move out. Like I would just rally it.
Observatory just finished.
Nexus up coming up for Kanzaki right now. So if he's not holding the ramp, this DT could actually do a fair amount of damage, especially if the
Yeah.
Obs travels far away first.
Well, unfortunately, he just never moved out with the DT. He still has out his ramp.
Oh no. Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely want to be as quick as possible with getting the DT across the map when you go for any build that uses DTs.
The interesting thing for
Like,
me is going to be here if the observer is late, because it seems to be a little bit late to me.
it just popped out. See,
Oh,
if this DT had been here, it could have been here as early as like almost 15 seconds earlier.
at least, yeah.
Yeah, so it definitely could have at least like killed a Dragoon or two, or maybe gone in and killed some probes.
I think he could have easily
Could have
killed
done
probes.
something.
Yeah, because the Dragoons were
Yeah.
out on the map because of the Nexus, so they wouldn't have probably been like. It's hard to notice the DT if you're not looking specifically at it. So
Uh-huh.
and there wouldn't be much reason for Kanzaki to be looking at his Dragoons doing nothing. You know what I mean? So I think that the DT could have easily slipped past, but. I mean,
Yeah.
despite everything, Kanzaki, I mean, he's in a decent position. I'm not sure I agree with this Forge decision here. Like, I don't think he really needs it, considering he has observers, but
Yeah, so I think it's gonna work out for him because his expansion is faster than Mr. Wizard's,
mhm,
so he can afford the forge, and that just makes you safer. Like you can put down cannons, so you don't have to worry about leaving obs at home, and you don't have to worry about DTs running past while you're not looking.
true. He is going to see now that there's two High Templar out. They do have enough
Yeah.
energy for Storm if Storm has finished, which it should have by now, I think. He is going to see the cannons and stuff. I don't think he's going to want to pressure this right now with Pure Dragoon. Um,
No, absolutely not.
so what would you suggest for a person in Kanzaki's position right now? Like, what would you do if you saw this?
Well, since you have the economic lead, you really don't have to apply any pressure. Mr. Wizard has built 4 cannons already, so he's already even from an economic deficit, he's still decided to invest money in defending instead of.
I'm sorry, you
So
broke
I
up a
mean,
little bit there at the end. What were you saying?
because Mr. Wizard decided to invest money in defenses while his expansion is also later than
Hmm.
Kanzaki's, he really is in no position to apply any pressure to his opponent because he has so much less money to work with.
I was thinking more specifically, like, when would you take your third against this? Like, would you take a greedy third against what Wizard is doing here?
In Kazaki's position, absolutely, you could take a third right now
Hmm.
because he spent so much on these cannons and because his DT did absolutely no damage.
And
Yeah, you could take a third right now and it'd be reasonably safe.
he's about to get ahead in gateway count as well. Wizard's macro slipping a little bit there.
Ooh, this Templar might slip in though. I think it will.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
and so Kanzaki got the forge, but he never built any cannons. He just got it to get +1.
Oh
And
no,
Mr. Wizard attacks the gateway.
no. That's so unfortunate. Yeah, Kanzaki knows now.
Huge blunder. Yeah, this
Yeah,
could have done huge damage, but instead I think it's only gonna kill maybe 3 probes. 4.
yeah, and I
Yeah,
mean
it's
the
got 2 so far. 3,
Kanzaki.
4. Yeah, 4. That's it.
Kanzaki did do a good thing in that he's continuing to build observers. So like I think the observer that was coming out of the robo might have still seen him, but the army he was clearly moving out towards the center of the map with his army. Like it would have taken him a while to get back home with that. So yeah, definitely a lot of potential for damage there. But
Yeah, did Kanzaki manage to lose his observer to the cannons? Is that what happened? Because
mm,
he only has 1 out right now. I don't see any others. Oh, there's the second one floating over Saki's mineral.
yeah, I think he might have had to have lost it at the cannons because it
Yeah,
was
he's
over the
made
main before.
3. Yeah, he's made 3 total laps,
Hmm.
but lost 1. Okay.
So let's talk compositions. If you were, I like what Mr. Wizard is doing with this heavy zealot composition because I think that there is a timing that you can hit that's like zealot and storm against this amount of dragoons, like before the enemy has a
Yeah.
sufficient number of zealots of their own. But I think that
Yeah.
timing is
So,
getting passed right now, isn't it?
well, now that Kanzaki is starting to get Templar out, and he can make Archons, Archons will help this composition significantly.
Hmm.
As it stands right now, if Mr. Wizard were to attack, if his storms were good, he could beat Kanzaki's army.
Yeah, I think the macro slipping is what hurt him the most. He could easily have had two more
Yeah,
gateways
absolutely.
and about at least 20 more supply of army at this point. And if it was 20 more supply of zealots and maybe throw in like another two Templar in there or another Archon in there, I think that he could have definitely had some aggressive potential here.
Yeah. Also, because Mr. Wizard has had these Templar for so long, they have full energy. So he has 6 storms right now,
Hmm.
compared to just 3 from Kanzaki, even though they have the same Templar count.
Great point. Yeah, I see that he's adding the gateways now, and he's adding no, he's actually wait, he's adding a support bay and an observatory and another forge. So this is actually quite interesting. I don't think I've ever seen
Okay.
someone tech this hard off two bases like this. Maybe he's gonna go heavy into harass like speed shuttle.
Yeah, so the support base definitely for shuttle speed. I don't see any reason why you would want to make Reavers this late in the game if you already have Templar tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, shuttle just came out.
Now it's
So
actually
storm drops,
yeah, go
storm
ahead.
drops are definitely like the scariest thing in PvP because it's almost impossible to stop them.
Hmm. It's
You
just all
like
about reaction time and having
yeah,
vision behind your mineral line.
in order for you to successfully stop it from happening at all, you need like 6 cannons at each base. It is a ridiculous thing to stop
Okay,
speed shuttles.
do you see what Kanzaki did? He just made hallucinated Templar. I think
Yeah,
this is
I'm
all-star
really
match. This is the swag right here. This is what we came here to see. But I think he might
I'm
be a
not.
little cocksure about this because there is those 6 storms. That's gonna be scary.
Yeah, so like, what do you do with hallucinated Templar though?
I guess maybe he's
Like, was that?
anti-feedback or anti-sniping of Templar, even though like that's not really a thing in.
I
I don't.
feel like that might have been a misclick
But
because
yeah, he's hiding them. I think he
he
doesn't
never
want. Yeah.
he never did anything with it. I'm just lost. He's done it again though.
What? Yo, imagine if you did a fake storm drop on somebody. Like, you load hallucinated
That would be
Templar, and just that would be great. But yeah, Kanzaki, I think he's getting a little complacent. Honestly, he has 3,000 minerals and only 5 gateways, and he's actually like lost the supply lead now doing these shenanigans. So he's actually in a scary position suddenly. And there's a third base up for Wizard, and it is scouted immediately by Kanzaki, but still, like, this is not a good spot to be
Mr.
hallucinating Templars.
Yeah, Mr. Wizard takes out the probe that was gonna presumably build a third base for Kanzaki, and now it's gonna load this DT into the main.
Hmm.
Fortunately, there's a cannon now in Kanzaki's mineral line.
Wait, yo, he just morphed the hallucinated Templar with a real Templar into an Archon.
What in the fuck?
I'm serious. What? Is it gonna come out as a real Archon or as a hallucinated one? It's a real Archon.
It's real.
What?
Wait,
Yo,
what?
that's incredible. What?
Kanzaki has these like insane Korean strats that we just don't know about.
What? Dude,
What in the fuck is
that.
that?
Oh my
And
god,
then
no, no, he stormed all his own Templar.
he hit the wrong hotkey, I guess.
Oh my
Because that was
god.
definitely not something that it was intended, I'm sure.
Oh my god. Alright, my mind is blown like in 10 different ways right now about this match. And he's gonna move
Yeah.
out after this. Oh god, the Dragoon is blocking in half the army on the bridges. This is why you don't fight on bridges here. The
Yeah.
position is terrible. Suspect Storm. This one should be
Yeah, it's
better.
unclear whether those storms were good for Mr. Wizard or good for Kanzaki.
Second Storm was alright. This Storm was suspect. The ramp did nothing to you, my friend. No
Yeah, this
observer here.
fight definitely very sloppy. Kanzaki's macro is non-existent. Mr. Wizard got a successful third up.
I, I don't even know what to say about this. For a second, I thought those were not his ults. Again, against the colors, just really messing with me. I thought that like that Kanzaki had way less than he actually
This
did.
game has quickly just devolved into quite a mess.
Yeah.
I'm
Wait,
not really sure what's happening anymore.
wait. Did something happen to Wizard's probes? Cause look at his main. Did we miss something?
He transferred them all to the top left.
Long distance?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, there is 12 here.
yeah. He just like grabbed 12 and moved them.
Two of them are idle.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has like 5 idle probes on his natural too.
Yeah.
Both players have tons of idle probes. Just
Yeah.
three that were rallied from Kansaki's main nexus that have been there for minutes.
I love this pylon farm that we have down here for Kanzaki also.
Yeah,
Okay, we
still
are.
them on the phone like supply depots.
Yeah, we're adding a lot of gateways now. Finally, Kanzaki
Yeah.
realizing that 4,000 minerals is not acceptable. I want to see
4,000
him
minerals
make
is a
do the.
bit too much.
I want to see him do the Archon thing again. I want to see if it's
Yeah,
real.
he's got 100
Oh,
energy
okay,
now. Here
okay,
it
okay,
goes.
okay. Let's see it. All right, he's gonna take a real Templar and a fake Templar and make them into Archons. That's so smart. If that works,
Yeah.
that's absurd. All right, let's see it. I have to know. Why is he sending them all to the main though?
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
He's taking too long to do whatever it is he's doing. Maybe it's like some sort of like macro micro hotkey trick or something like that, like some bug that like you have to exploit. Like it's not as simple as just morphing it, maybe. Or maybe he's taking these.
So
What's, what,
I'm thinking. I think you have to have the real High Templar on the left of the fake High Templar.
what? Yo! Did you see that?
Oh, you can straight up morph the hallucinations into Archons as long as you have a real one selected? But
That's
some of them just poofed? They have to finish morphing before... This
wow,
requires further testing.
dude. This is nuts. Kanzaki,
Yeah,
Kanzaki just blew my
this is-
fucking mind with this.
This is potentially pretty abusable, I feel.
Yeah, what? Instead of getting Storm, you can just double the amount of Archons you get. He makes the Archons
Yeah.
half price. Yo, can you imagine this in PvZ? Late game against Ultras, having half price Archons?
Okay, also consider... What if you just wait for your Templar to have 200 energy? You hallucinate it twice, then you get even more Archons. Like, what? What?
Oh my god, he just did it again.
I'm shocked that I've never seen this before.
I have never heard of this. I've never, not once in my life. Yo, Kanzaki?
Yeah. We're pretty much ignoring the rest of this game at the moment because
Yo,
of
yeah.
how absolutely baffling this is.
I'm sorry,
Mr.
Wizard.
Wizard took out Kanzaki's third. So, good job.
I mean,
Completely
Kanzaki's
understand
ignoring it
third.
too. He's just making like 200 Archons, and I can't really blame him for it. You know what I mean? I would do this too.
Yeah, this is gonna be...
This is now a scary as fuck army.
Yeah, look, he's got, what, 9 Archons now. With
Jesus
+2.
Christ.
Mind you, he could have built 9 Archons the regular way with all the money he's had. But
I'm not so sure. I mean,
impressive trick nonetheless.
look at his gas. This is he would have been able to make like maybe half as many if he didn't do this. I mean, yeah, I guess if you're considering the fact that he could have had a third, fourth, and fifth base by now.
If he hadn't stormed 6 of his own Templar earlier, that would have helped too.
Yeah, that was a move. Okay, double
Alright,
storms.
we have an absolute shit ton of unmorphed Templar from Mr. Wizard, so we have storms going down all over the place. Let's see.
Yeah, and there were double storms too, and not magic blocks, so that's unfortunate. But yo, wow, these Archons just crushed that Zealot
Yeah,
Templar
Archons
composition.
have too much health. They don't die quick enough to storm.
Okay, these were good storms, but it doesn't matter, dude. This army is now really scary from Kanzaki. I mean, he has 5,000 minerals, but he has double the supply of Wizard. Wizard, oh wow, that was a beautiful storm.
Meanwhile, though, Kanzaki's about to mine out both of his bases, and Mr. Wizard actually has bases, and he has a fourth going up in the bottom left.
And he's actually started producing pylon probes again as well, so his economy is going to be banging.
If by some miracle he manages to survive...
I mean, this Zealot run by and forcing Kanzaki to bring his whole entire army back for it is doing the trick so far. It's definitely buying him some time.
Yeah, if Kanzaki decides to push, though, I'm not sure how Mr. Wizard can hold this. He just doesn't have much of a standing army. Most of his supplies and probes.
I mean, he is pumping Mad Zealot, but that's not really going to work against this composition. I mean, he doesn't really have much choice. Like, the Panic Zealots are pretty much the only thing he could rely on. But I feel like with this Zealot Archon composition is just going to destroy Cannon Zealot. Especially this amount of Archons, alright? This...
I'm scrolling through the Twitch chat right now. Nobody else in here knows anything about these icons either.
Kanzaki Renko is... Yeah.
Not even Sugo.
Not even Lucky Noob. Lucky Noob knows a bunch of, like, he made a weird glitches thread, like, where he explored, like, he, like, cataloged all the glitches that exist in StarCraft, and he does not know about this. He's testing it right now, he
This
said.
is secret knowledge, oh my god.
Dude, this is what happens when you know Korean, right? You watch Korean VODs. This is the kind of information that they've been hiding from us, right? I mean, Kanzaki hasn't mentioned this to anyone either, and he's probably known about it for his whole life.
Only now I'm bringing it out when it matters most.
Yeah, right? The only time that he ever plays Protoss, if you think about it, right? It's like the one time he plays Protoss. He does this. Just changes the
Yeah.
Protoss race forever.
And now we see 9 Archons ravaging Mr. Wizard's bases. Yeah, GG.
Bro.
Oh my fucking.
Bro.
Alright, well, unfortunately, I have to step out for a while. I
Alright, man.
will hopefully be back before all these matches are over, and then we
Okay.
can resume.
Yeah. Bro.
Uh, I'm definitely going to be doing some testing with this ridiculous hallucination shenanigans later tonight.
Dude, I think Kanzaki has to win the prize now. I mean, the nukes were a good statement, but this is just some other shit. Like, I don't even know what to
Yeah,
say, dude. All right. Oh, all right. Thanks
I
a
will
lot, man, for
catch you
coming in,
later,
dude.
hopefully.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
join in the call when you're ready.
Uh-huh.
All right. Take care, brother.
See.
And for all of you guys watching, I'm gonna take like a quick 2-3 minute water and pee break. I'll be right back, and then after that we'll get into Avan Hoki versus Gometas. Sorry for the delay. Be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back. Sorry for the wait. We will be going into Avan Hoki versus. I'm still mind blown. I I don't even know what to say. All right, first of all, let's clarify the Smurfing situation. Penosaurus Sex couldn't make it, so unfortunately at the sub we wanted to give Mr. Wizard the game. Mr. Wizard's running on a tight schedule, so then it would be terrible if like he didn't get to play at all. I think we should all be thankful that it happened at all. So uh, with that win, we have Team 2 with 2 points and Team Smurfs with 1 point. BB winning the Team Smurfs game. Team 2 with Kanzaki Renko hacking his way into a win against Mr. Wizard. And with King Pi as the Terran beating Noob T44. Now we're going to go into Avan Hoki versus Gomitas on, pardon me, on Ground Zero. All right. I wonder if anyone's gonna try this now. I wonder if anyone, if we have like more PvPs lined up. I think. Oh, oops! I forgot to wait for Evan Hopi. I hope he's okay. All right, we'll see. We'll see if we have to do a restart. Nope, we're good. Okay. All right, so we have Avan Hoki. Wait, what happened to my menu? Uh, yeah, we have Avan Hoki on the top right as the purple Protoss. And at the bottom left, we have Gomitas as Laggy Boy from the EU as the red Protoss. So this should be a fairly even match. No substitutions in this one. These players are roughly of the same MMR. Unfortunately, Anthem couldn't make it today. Anthem being, of course, the CPL 3 Tier 3 God, the 300 APM God. So I I haven't seen Gomitas ever play, and I wonder if Evan Hoki, like if he prepared specifically for Anthem, maybe it would have affected, I guess, the how should I say? Hold on, let me see if I can fix this lag issue a little bit. Alright, it's not so bad. Okay, so maybe Evan Hoki prepared specifically for Anthem. Anthem is of course known for being the most standard vanilla Protoss player of all time. Like he learned all the very standard builds and he practiced only the standard builds. So I wonder if Evan Hoki might get surprised by Laggy Boy from EU. It depends on what Laggy Boy is doing. So far, it doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary, but it looks like it might be a 12 Nexus because of the fact that he's holding on to his probes so now, for now. 12 Nexus on cross positions could work out well for him. It depends on whether Avan Hoki is going to go for his gas, and I think judging from his screen and where the probes are, I think he might go for that 11 gas. Yep, there we go, 11 gas against, and yes, it is going to be 12 Nexus. So, frankly, I'm not that familiar with 12 Nexus and how it plays out, but I think against a single gateway, it's actually going to be pretty well. And actually, the 12 Nexus player can actually apply some decent amount of pressure with this. So we'll see if how Evan Hoki chooses to react to this. Well, let me plug this in so I can see the chat. Kazaki said it was discovered yesterday. Okay, that makes sense. That's why we haven't we haven't ever seen it. But I wonder who came up with that. Who thought like, yo, I just want to make extra Archons though. Like someone was definitely inspired. We are gonna see a Cybernized Core. Zealot Cyber is very standard, very safe. Nice play from Avan Hoki so far. He's gonna. I wonder if he's gonna be able to block this probe. No, he went out a little bit too far out. The probe does scout this. This is a very forward pylon, though. I think that this might be a little bit of a mistake. Maybe he was thinking that he would need to go shield battery with this. This is gonna be 2-gate follow-up. Slight probe cut to accommodate for that. It's gonna be Mass Zealot pump. Let's see the reaction from Avan Hoki. He looks like he's skipping range as a response. Maybe he's going to go Nexus behind this. Nope, he is going to get the range. First Zealot's on the way, but Zealot is out here as well for Gomitas. Ooh, and this probe dying is actually huge for him. A huge boon. Ooh, nice micro here to try to pick up the probe, but I don't know if it's worth it or not. If he does get into the mineral line with this, even without his own probe, he can still do some damage, but there are going to be a lot more Zealots coming out for Gomitas. So if he loses his Zealots without doing much damage, I think that would be a bad position to be in. Ooh, yeah, definitely left that Zealot alone to die. The annoying thing that always bothered me about 12 Nexus and PvP is the fact that they can then go and Zealot harass you while you're like cutting stuff to try to catch up to them. But he is going to go 2-gated zone. He's going to get Dragoons, Master Dragoons now probably. Going to attempt to kite. This is actually a pretty high level and difficult play in my opinion. Like I struggle with this. If sending out your Dragoon, like what you want to do is you want to just kite the Zealots all the way back to your base. And here come the 5 Zealots. Yeah, 5 Zealots against 2 Dragoons, even with great micro, is going to be very tough to do, and without range especially. Like, from what I understand, like, you want it to be ahead, you want it to be, like, aggressive with the Dragoons, like, have them out here, and then you want to kite them all the way back. The Morsh saying that's GG, I'm not quite certain, you know, I mean, people can throw away anything in this game. Let's see how good the reaction time is. The micro, good reaction time. I saw that move. Let's see. Decent control, but he can't do that much without range yet. The Zealots are trying to get a surround out. Pretty good micro so far from Avan Hoki. Ooh, that's gonna hurt bad. That's gonna hurt bad. Oh, okay, nice. Not bad. Good job there. One Zealot does look like it went down. He is gonna go for the probes though, which is probably the better choice. Range is done now, so that's gonna be a very major boon for him as well. Probe transfer, nice. Nice. I like that. Oh, but he did catch one of his own Dragoons. That's unfortunate. That was almost a really good play. Actually, looks like he trapped both of his Dragoons. That's actually going to hurt. I thought that was going to be a good wall at first, but, I mean, the Zealots did get softened up a lot, but losing 2 Dragoons for it, kind of suspect. one Zealot looks like it's about ready to die. Okay, second Dragoon coming out is going to help the situation a little bit, but the economic damage is done. I mean, if you look at the supplies, it's 38 to, 23 to 36. Which isn't atypical, but if he's been doing his eco properly behind this, he'll be in a good spot. We're seeing an early forge in a lot of these PvPs, actually. Like, I'm quite surprised. I mean, I've been noticing in recent pro games, PvP, or, well, it was an ODT, I think, so it's not exactly pro games, but I was surprised that people are getting forged so early off 2 bases nowadays, but I guess it makes sense. Getting that +1 is really a major boon in the mid-game. Dragoon's maneuverability is going to be a pain for this Protoss, though. Seeing a lot of people saying that purple Taz got hurt pretty bad, but I mean he's still not in a terrible position. I mean his economy is kind of weaker, relatively speaking, and the supply difference does show. But before range, he might be able to pull off some damage here. If he can take out these Dragoons, kill some probes, because 3 Dragoons, I think they one-shot a probe. So if he can manage to keep all of his Dragoons alive, I like this aggressive move. But this Dragoon needs to pull away. Oh no! All right, so yeah, now he's overcommitted for sure. If he got trapped in here, that would have been painful. But I mean, actually, in the end of it, that was a decent trade for him. But the supply delta, as the commenter said, the supply delta is kind of scary. But it looks like, is he gonna go for a fast third Nexus? Because I don't know if I can agree with that. Usually, like in PvP, as far as I know, probe count is more important than having a fast third. But maybe he's just desperate and trying to claw his way back into the game any way he can. DJ Antus makes a good point that kiting at the low levels does take up a lot more of your APM, relatively speaking to your maximum, so like it would have hurt his economy, just because he wouldn't be able to build probes and send them to mineral mine and stuff like that in the meantime. But this Reaver, if it comes out on time, might be able to help him. It's 5 Dragoons, full health against 5 Dragoons injured. First engagement does go really well for Avan Hoki here. He was in a better arc, it seems like. Looks like he is actually thinking about that Nexus. But with these extra zealots and no Reaver out yet, this might be dangerous. 2 gate against 4 gate, it's kind of not a good mathematical situation to be in. And Templar archives are actually about to be finished, and no observatory in sight. So if he goes DT behind this, I think that might be dangerous for him. Let's see. Oh, we're actually getting shuttled first. That's interesting. I would have definitely gone for a Reaver first, I think. Like, because just by the situation that you're in, you have to feel kind of vulnerable right now. Looks like it's might be a hidden expo. No, it's oh yeah, it is gonna be a hidden expo. See if if he can hold this first push, this might actually work out for him. But somehow I think it's gonna be very difficult for him to do so. I wonder if Gomitas is gonna wait for Templar to. Oh, he actually waited for speed first. I like this move with speed. No Reaver out yet. This is gonna be really painful, I think. Yeah. This pylon doing a good job to stall for now, but still there's just too many Zealots and Dragoons here for pure Dragoon army to take, and the Reaver just now finishing. It's not going to be out here in time to contribute. Now the supply is almost double look, for the red player. Reaver has been loaded into the dropship. I don't know what it can accomplish here, really. Nexus goes down, but the hidden Nexus is up, so don't forget about that. If he can... I don't think he can hold this, but if he could... Or this dangerous. You needed to have like probes or something up here to just hold this. Yeah, that's a wrap. GG. Okay, so Gomitas takes it over our friend Avan Hoki. And next game that we have is going to be... Alright, so that brings us up to 3-1 in favor of Team 2. And, yeah, 3-1. And our last Tier 3 match is going to be Bad Penny versus Checkmater. Terran versus Zerg on Overwatch. Let's see. Alright. Bad Penny versus... Checkmater. Overwatch. Oh, and while I have you guys here, I do want to give a little shout out to the guy who is behind the server, behind the people who are participating here. His name is LMaster. He would normally be casting this, but he couldn't make it today. I will be posting a invite in his Twitch channel because I realized that on his channel you have the invite right then and there, but I will make sure that you guys get an invite link right now. Let's see, max uses, no limit, expire after never, and generate a new link, copy. Alright, and I'll post this in the chat real quick. So yeah, this is where all the players that you're seeing today. This is where we all hang out. This is where they come to ask for strats. This is where you can participate in future events of this nature. It's called the Beginner StarCraft Discord. I heavily recommend anyone who's interested in StarCraft and is trying to get better as a low level player, or is trying to try it out for the first time. I would definitely suggest that you guys come and check it out. Now, I'm going to be hosting the next game now. Finally, sorry for the wait. He's busy pitching the Discord. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I feel like it's a good thing that people should be aware about. So TVZ on Overwatch. This is a foreign-made map. So there's not a lot of VODs that you can check. Oh shit! Oh my god! Oops. Oh my god. You can't whisper. All right, no, all good. Okay. Okay, 2 seconds for Checkmater. Are you... Anyway, so Overwatch is a foreign map. There's not very many VODs available of games on this map, so I feel like people have to really figure it out on their own, or go off of VODs from this month's this month's ladder players. So definitely a lot more research required than for people who are playing on Fighting Spirit or CB or something like that. Some of the key features of this map are the FS style mains, but there's this big bridge here that makes your third less secure, and there's a narrower bridge this on this side, but it's kind of reminiscent of CB where there's two different ways to enter this path. There is a tight location in the middle. I think it can fit like ultralisks and tanks and stuff, but and there's also these high grounds here that can be really good positionally. Anyway, in TVZ, I think that like placing lurkers in some strategic places could work out really well for the Zerg. But I think generally two-player maps are not favored for Zerg. So we'll see how this pans out. In the top left, why is this gone again? We have in the top left Bad Penny, the brown Terran. And in the bottom right, we have Checkmater, the red Zerg. So Bad Penny, he was playing Protoss in CPL. He recently switched to Terran. He's been playing Terran for I think 3 weeks now. He seems to have good knowledge of the game from my conversations with him on the Discord. Seems to be very knowledgeable about many different things. Definitely did his studying. Oops, my bad. Oh no 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 no! Didn't want that. No no, go back. Okay, good. No, all right. I should have done the Doom Zoom. I forgot I could do that in what's called in remastered, and it would look great. Anyway, uh, so we're gonna see what the builds pan out to be. I don't expect anything too crazy from these two players, but this is the All Stars match, and we've already been wowed by some things that we've seen. We've seen nukes, we've seen hallucinated archons that are real. So only time will tell. It is going to be Overlord though, so definitely no 9 pool, perhaps an overpool. I think on two-player maps it's less common to see 12 hatch because the chances of your hatchery being blocked, and yes, indeed, it is going to be the overpool. Now from Bad Penny, let's see what we're going to be seeing here. We do have the depot placed in a kind of strange position. I feel like I've seen mostly players place their depots here to prevent any kind of Ling and drone running shenanigans. There's also not really much SimCity that is beneficial for Marines, but not for Zerglings. And the barracks is over here. I guess this makes sense in the like less time traveled idea. Like you save money because you don't have to go that far. And actually, maybe it fixes the mining here slightly. I can't tell. It's hard to say. No gas follow up from Checkmater though, so it's gonna be overpool right into hatchery, I believe. And let's see, he's only gonna make 2 lings out of this, so. Yeah, it was definitely just to prevent your hatchery getting blocked. So I respect that decision. Definitely a good move. Lucky Noob is he is abandoned watching the stream. He now only cares about getting those archons because Lucky Noob is the resident glitch master. So yeah, Wade Master, if you could explain it a little bit better, maybe post it about it on Team Liquid in the thread or here in the chat, we could we could definitely benefit from an explanation for that hallucinated Archon situation. But in the meantime, we do have 4 lings out chasing the scouting SCV, and let's see what the Terran is doing. Terran has SCV on the ramp. He knows that there's 4 lings. Looks like he's going to be a little bit greedy with this. No gas. Half-priced Archons. Yeah, nice Foxbat. With the clip, too. You gotta cross-promote. I mean, gotta give props to Kanzaki for unleashing it on the scene. So there are 2 SCVs and 1 Marine here. Like, this is still vulnerable to 4 lings. I'm kind of surprised that he's going to be so forward with this. I don't remember if I was playing against Bad Penny, but I kind of, like, I did quite a lot of damage with just my, what's it called? Just my lings to him as well. I feel like if he used this as bait, like put it in the natural, he could have done some crazy stuff, but instead he's just going to deny this command center for now. But the SCV is in that annoying little spot. SCV does go down. Lings, you want to keep those lings alive. 4 lings are not going to beat 3 Marines now. This Overlord now in trouble. Bad Penny not taking the bait, not sure of how many lings might be out there. And we do see a ramp block here, so yeah, it's because 2 hatch layer. Very nice. I like this idea. You block the scouting SCVs from finding out the fact that it's a 2 hatch layer build. He is floating quite high on money though. Looks like he got supply blocked here at 18 out of 18. 1 second. Okay, so Gonna be a bunker following up, and the marine production is constant. Second racks coming up, so this is most likely not gonna be +1 5 racks. I think because you're supposed to go engineering bay and gas a little earlier. I think in this, maybe it's just gonna be. Could it be early aggression? I don't. Not sure. We'll find out. We see a hydrogen, so this is gonna be two hatch lurker, and I'm kind of surprised that he put the hydrogen on the low ground here. That's kind of defeats the purpose of what he was going for, I think. But I think he sees that there's no scouting ICV. But actually, as I say that, the scouting ICV is out. So if this comes out in time and doesn't get denied, he sees that there's no speed yet either. I mean, actually, I don't think speed would be normal at this timing anyway. But ooh, runs right past. He could have blocked here, but no. This is gonna be dangerous now. If he gets scouted, he needs to hold this bridge with his life. Oh no. Oh no. Yes, there we go. Good call. Nice trap. All right, very nice, very nice. All right, keeping the Terran in the dark about two hatch lurker is so crucial. Second gas is up, but I don't see it being mined. We're still high on minerals, low on gas count. I think he might be smart. Yeah, there we go. What are we seeing after that? We're seeing engineering bay. Academy is almost up. But definitely no scouting information for Bad Penny. Like, he doesn't know what it is. What is coming to him. He only knows that there's going to be a lot of links. Column station being thrown down. So he's going to have scan. This forward depot is just to block some links. But if he doesn't react soon, what is this? Is this Queen's Nest? Wow, fast hive for Checkmater. Okay, this is actually brutal. I remember someone talking about this at the beginner Discord, or maybe it was in regular FBW Discord. They were talking about how up and you can go. I think it was Condensi actually saying that you can go two base hive against Terran and like get to like S rank with just two base hive. It might be a bit of an exaggeration, but it's certainly very scary. Let's see. Oh, let's see where he scanned. He scanned the main. He sees the lair. He sees Hydralisks. And let's see the engage. Ooh, the lings are going to go down here. That's going to be really bad for him. Eggs are almost done. If this meta goes down, it might make it difficult as well. But Checkmater really needs to focus on not getting contained here, because getting contained would be fatal, I think. And I like this move out for him. Lurkers are building for so long. Burrow. Scan? No scan. I think, did he use both scans? That's the question. Ooh, that's... Oof. Alright, so now we're going to have the slow lurker push while also going hive behind this. I don't think Bad Penny scanned the natural. Oh, actually maybe he did. Or maybe that was just my vision. I don't know. It's hard to read observer vision information. Okay. So lurkers are contained now. Honestly, I feel like he could like slide one in here. That would be annoying, but there is scanner energy going up. 51 energy now on this one. Wow, he didn't have the second scanner. Oh, that's a crucial mistake against two hatch lurker. I mean. Oh yeah, you're not gonna no, my guy. No, don't do it. No, don't do it. Wow. Okay. No. No. All right. So I think that he can actually just walk up and kill this now. Yeah. Wow. The bunker is empty. The bunker is empty. This is over. He could actually just park himself up here if he wants to. That could be game. Checkmater. Definitely pulling off the... If he goes up here, that would be checkmate. I think that would be definite. We have SCVs pulled. We only have 3 Marines, no medics here. Yeah, we're going to start the slow push up here. And is the Hive on the way? Hive is on the way too, so oof, this is like the worst position to possibly be in as Terran. When you have lurkers, oh man, GG. When you have lurkers on your ramp and the Zerg is almost at Hive and you don't even have a factory set up yet. So yeah, very nicely done by Checkmater. Bad Penny a little ambitious with those engages early on. Definitely could have scanned or needed 2 scanners, I think, to make that work out. But let's look at the breakdown now. So actually, this puts up Team 2 to a 4-1. And this is a best of 9, by the way. We're still going to play all the games, but getting to having gone through tier 5, 4, and 3, we have Team 2 with a 4-1 score lead right now. Now, obviously this is, this beginner StarCraft All-Star, so, it's for fun, it's not for I don't know, for OSL champion or something like that. But 4-1 is still a pretty commanding lead. I mean, admittedly, 2 of those people were subbed. But either way, after tier 5, 4, and 3, we do have team 2 with a 4-1 lead, and now we're moving into our tier 2 matches, which are going to be Gomitas against King Pai, both players you've already seen. They're going to be playing Protoss versus Protoss on Medusa. Then after that, we're going to have the grudge match of the century. The King of Throws title is going to go to Least or Yellow Foxbat, who have played some epic games on stream for LMaster stream, and they're going to be playing on Coliseum, and they do have like an intense rivalry going, so get hyped for that. After that, we have Newbie, who is AKA Brooks, AKA the expansion wonder, and he's going to be playing against Father, AKA Salty Father, AKA Super Salt, Salty Well. They're going to be playing on Circuit Breaker, and then after that we'll have the ace match. But for now, we're going to go Gomitas versus King Pai. PvP on, I forgot the map already, Medusa. Okay, this is an interesting map. Yo, by the way, if you guys are, I hope you guys are muting the stream or not stream sniping me or each other when because I hear you guys, I see you guys answering questions that I'm asking on the stream. I hope you guys turn that stuff off before the game start. I mean, like I said, it's a what's called. It is just for fun, but you know, it wouldn't be cool. I think. He says, "Okay, okay, all right." King Pai versus Laggy Boy. Let's see. Don't stream snipe me. Okay, go go. All right. So, in the mid right, we have the light blue Protoss, and that is, why is this always gone? Where does it always disappear to? And that is going to be Laggy Boy from EU, potentially living up slightly to his name here, and aka Gomitas. He won the PvP against Avan Hoki, replacing Anthem. And in the top left, we have King Pai, the Peach Protoss. He won as Terran against T45 in the first game that we saw on stream today. Anyway, so on Medusa, what is interesting about this map? I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's usually a let me see if I can. No, I can't do it. Anyway, there's stacked temples here, right? So what this leads to is two very interesting mechanics. First of all, you can place a pylon here and hop a probe over the temples and into the behind your base. And I have myself performed a cannon rush by doing so, so it's definitely not off the table. Another thing you can do is use Archons to chop this down using splash damage, and then you have easy access to the mineral only base that's behind. Pardon me, behind the main base of your opponent. This mineral only has 5 mineral patches, which is kind of light, but you know it is kind of free and safe back there. And there is the interesting, I guess, feature of the map is also the ridge behind the main minerals. Could potentially help with harass of some sort, like storming and such. But either way, we are seeing standard play from both players so far. One gateway for each, and we're seeing a 12 gas here, and we're gonna see 12 gas here as well. Looks like a little bit late, but yes, 12 gas as well. Now, on most modern maps, you can get away with 11 gas in all Protoss matchups, like PvT, PvP. You can do 10 gate, 11 gas. I'm not sure if that's true for this map, but it should be. So I think maybe both players playing more of the old style. I feel like 12 pool. I mean, sorry, 12 gas was because of maps like Lost Temple only having 8 patches and shitty pathing. But anyway, Laggy Boy from EU is going to finally scout his opponent. If you click over here, like let's say I'm the blue Protoss, right? And I want to send my probe to Sky, I grab it and I send it to this spot right here. It's gonna do that dancing thing that you see over here in the middle of the map. It's just like not gonna know how to get there. So you actually have to click a little bit away from the location. Like you have to click like here-ish so that your probe actually goes the right way. Scouting probe goes down quickly to King Pai, who snipes it with a zealot really quickly. His own scouting probe is going to get there in the second attempt, and he is going to find 2-gate cyber. So yeah, pretty standard stuff so far. If this becomes a 3-gate Dragoon, that would be the deviation. And also it should be noted that on like low ground maps, in other words, maps, well not low ground maps, but flat maps, where the transition from your natural to the middle of the map is completely flat. Aggressive play tends to be slightly favored because there's much less of a defender's advantage in those situations. And ooh, I like this cheeky play. This manor pylon, that's what it's called. You place a pylon in your opponent's mineral line, and it forces on other maps it forces probes to mine around it, like like they would travel around it. But on this map, it's actually much less effective. It's only trapping one probe. It's only dying mining from one mineral patch. So I think a cancel would have been better in this case. The maps, the mineral that it would work on is this one. Like if he mineral blocked this one, it would actually be more effective because there would be a probe running around this way. But either way, it's still annoying. Might be doing some psychological damage. Let's see the first engage. We got a Dragoon and a probe moving out against 2 Zealots. I'm going to assume that was Zealot Core Zealot from King Pi. I should have been paying attention to that. I was busy talking about the map. Abstract Daddy, Checkmater beat Bad Penny with 2 hatch. 2 hatch. Actually, I'm not going to spoil for you. Actually, I guess you asked for spoil. Yeah, he did 2 hatch Lurker into 2 hatch Hive, but he managed to bust Bad Penny with Lurkers. And back to this game though, these Zealots have already done a fair amount of damage. 3 kills on this one. Let's see if we're gonna get another one. Let's see, that's 4 kills, 5 probe kills. This is now doing a lot of damage. This pylon is actually proving to be annoying just because of the movement, I think. And if he kills this probe too, ooh, nice. Okay, that's really nice now. Now that's really nice. I think that was like what, like 6 kills, 6 probe kills. And you can see it in the supply difference, 21 versus 26. I think this confirms the trend that I've personally observed, and we've seen in the games to some degree so far, is that the person who goes more Zealots or early Zealots generally has an advantage going into the game because it's easier to micro the Zealots than it is to micro against the Zealots. But anyway, we are actually seeing 2-gate Robo versus from King Pi. And let's see. Let's look at how good his production has been so far. Oh, let's see. Wait. No. All right. 6, 5, 6. So that's 18, 17 probes, and we have 8, no 7, 5, 12. Oh yeah. So that's pretty sizable difference. That's where the losses come into. And ooh, yes, this is what I'm talking about, my friends. He just did it. He just did it. I think on his first try. That's why it took me so long to catch it. He did the pylon hop to get to the back. Very nice. Pimpus play. But there is already a spawning pylon here. I think this is going to be just to scout, which I think is still valuable with the Dragoons out here. I wonder if he's going to react to it. Okay, he sees Observatory. That should give him an indication of what's going to happen here. He shouldn't have spent all this time targeting this probe, I think. I think if he had run in here just to confirm what's coming, like, I think that would have been a better choice. But either way, I mean, the supplies are still relatively even. The Dragoon counts are going to favor Laggy because even though he lost a couple probes, he did get the earlier Dragoon count. That's kind of like the give and take. That is a really early forge, +1. People are getting super early forges in these PvPs. I'm mind blown. Let's see. 5 Dragoon aggression, it's not going to work out. There's going to be 6 Dragoons by the time it gets there. Like, the travel distance is the one thing that kind of like really affects, I think, mirror matchups the most, is because if you try to be aggressive, you get the defender's advantage just because of the fact that by the time you reach your opponent, there's already going to be another macro round of units there. And in PvP, in which case, like both armies are so mobile, that can be felt especially hard. But let's see what he's going to do to follow up from here. He's should have an idea of what the fact that it's a robo because he saw the observatory, so he shouldn't be scared about DT really. I mean, so let's see if he follows up with maybe something more greedy to try to catch up, or why am I getting pinged again? Yes. Okay. So next we're gonna see not the Least versus Foxbat epic show match. We're gonna see Brooks versus Father, or Newbie versus Father. Anyway. Dragoons are placed around. They're definitely expecting this dropship. Very nice, like I guess, awareness of the situation, knowing that it's going to be Robo, knowing that the Robo is faster than his. He might not have observers out in time to catch it. He is going Robo behind this, but I'm still really questioning this early forge. Like, I think that that's kind of like a waste of minerals almost. Could have been a gateway, and then the upgrade could have been a Dragoon. You don't really see benefits from it until like the mid game, and you might get more benefit from having a bigger army up until that point. But army sizes are comparable. Definitely more Dragoons for Laggy Boy. Some more zealots from King Pie, probably trying to save to make this Reaver earlier. So, very, very standard so far. Probably the most standard game we've seen so far. Although the mineral hop was dope. I'm liking this spotter pylons from King Pie. Very good awareness with that as well. These two are like a little too close. Like there's really not much benefit to that. You know, you could have had this one here, I think, or maybe over here. Let's see, we're getting Citadel now. Okay. I'm thoroughly confused about this build. Is this gonna be a zealot timing attack? Because it feels like there's not enough gates for this, and you know, going Robo and Obs behind it too, kind of suspect. King Pie, in the meantime, is going to cement his lead, get that earlier expansion. And I don't think he can be really challenged with this. I mean, he has the Reaver out before the opponent does. The Reaver doesn't have any Zealots that could tank shots from the Dragoons. Ooh, and he has Speed Shuttle. Okay, interesting. So I'm really liking King Pie's play here. Definitely a good decision to go for this. Observer has verified everything for him as well. The Dragoons are out of position now, but the Dragoons are coming back. He probably is chasing the Observer around, but so like he kind of hurt himself a little bit. But yeah, the shuttle uses the blind spot in the vision here and gets a big shot off already. Oh my god, gets another monstrous shot off. Yo, get wrecked. Get wrecked. The speed shuttle is too fast, can't be caught by Dragoons. Dragoons are trying to catch up. Great movement from King Pie here. And yeah, uses the observer to plan his escape route. So now King Pie is just really just cementing his advantage now. Like he was already up by about like 10, 15 supply. Now he's up by a full 30. It's a very nice play there from King Pie. Let's see. We got Nexus is almost done. This probe has been observing it, morphing in. You know, got like hypnotized by the color. This is like going to a rave. Defensive Reaver is out. It looks like the shuttle went for another attempt, but he knew he couldn't do it. Maybe he poked up here and saw that the Dragoons were already waiting. Some Dragoons moving out here. Still would have liked to see some spotter pylons like the ones that we see from King Pie here. That's definitely better vision. He's going to pull ahead very far now economically. And I'm still just really confused about the tech choices here. Like, this is probably +2 already? No, yeah, this is +2 spinning. I mean, like, yeah, that's great and all, but if you have a smaller army than your opponent and less tech than your opponent because you don't have any Templar out with this, like, maybe if he gets... I don't think DT is going to help him much because there are observers that he knows about. But at the same time, yeah, if with 2 Reavers, I think that this might be possible. And especially with the army so far out of position here. At the very least, a contain could be likely here, I think. Or actually, he could use the Reaver. I talked about Archons busting it down. If he used the Reavers to bust this down, because there's no vision here, he would be able to do it. That would be a really cute position, because then he'll be on the high ground pushing up into your opponent's base. But it does look like he's going to come knocking on the front. And the Arc here is just not present for Laggy Boy, and his army is out of position as well. Oh, but he does have an Archon out. Archon's not going to be that great against Dragoon Archon, though. I mean, a Dragoon Reaver, I feel like. All of his army is engaging too late, because like this army back here is only now catching up to probes here. So this is going to be really rough for him. He has already lost his half of his army piecemeal. And I think King Pie is probably going to seal this out. 2 Reavers out. Shuttle going to go try to fight as well. Almost got the pickup, didn't get the second one, but I think, yeah, this is over anyway, and that's GG. Alright. So, after that game, let's look at the head-to-head. King Pie has officially won the 5th game for his team. Team 2 is now officially the winners of this, of LMaster BW Discord All-Stars 1, taking it over Gomitas, but there is still games to be played. We do have Nube versus Farther coming up, and that's Nube is kind of on a rush. He needs to go to work or something like that, so we're going to help him out. We're going to let him play first. And so ZZ, password ZZ for Newbie versus Father on Circuit Breaker. Yeah, Vivi, I'm sorry. So far, you're carrying your team, but who knows? It could be a full turnaround. If it goes like if your team wins the next four in a row, first of all, that'd be impressive. Second of all, maybe we could have like a fun match after that, like a grudge match, a third grudge match of some sort. Someone could challenge someone that they've already played with, perhaps. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so without further ado, we got Newbie versus Father. Just Father. That's what his name says. I'm gonna wait for the confirmation from Newbie, and then we'll go. All right. Good luck. Have fun. So this is gonna be TVT on Circuit Breakers, and let's get it. This one could be a long one. I mean, actually, with these near positions, I actually am excited to see what what these players are going to do on the near positions because of the pushing patterns that you can have here. But without further ado, let me bring that menu up that keeps running away from me. We have Father as the yellow Terran on the bottom right, and in the bottom left we have the red Terran Newbie, aka Brooks. So now that both players are hopefully out of the stream, I can talk a little bit about what their predominant strategies are. Newbie's predominant strategy is that, let's say he goes Siege Tank, Siege FE against Protoss, right? He will do, instead of making 4 Marines or whatever, or instead of making a bunker, he will attempt to make a third base hidden somewhere on the map. So he'll go Siege Expand, and then he'll take a command center here, hoping that you won't find it. And it has stumped many players on our Discord already. He has beaten quite a list of players from our Discord with this strategy. Father is aware of this, so I imagine that he'll be hyper vigilant in his scouting, which also can pose as a distraction and some psychological warfare as well. So even going into this, I feel like Newbie might have a slight psychological lead. Oh wait, I don't think it's 2-1. Let me double check this. Oh yeah, you're right. So Avon Hoki did. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, it's 3-2 now. It's 3-2. I'm the worst. Yeah, I'm just looking at the old matchup list, so I didn't like I see all the old names, so I forget like who won what. So yeah, it's 3-2. So this could actually decide it. Oh wait, no, 4-2. Wait, no, it can't be 4-2. It's 3-2. Yeah, it's 3-2. Is it 4-2? 3-2? Shit, I'm so stupid. Let me see. All right. 1. All right. No, you know what? Wait. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop. Might be 4-2. Whatever. I'm gonna ignore this. Anyway, let's look at the builds. This is kind of what I was talking about earlier. Is the fact that the barracks can be placed a little bit farther forward, so they can float into your enemy base and scout. Looks like Nube is actually gonna go for a wall instead. This is kind of his thing. He walls and then cuts on units to expand faster. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Evan Hoki. 4-2. So far for Team 2. Anyway, so Father eats ass. Oh fuck! I was gonna not say that name even once. I wasn't gonna give him the satisfaction, but unfortunately, all right, it's too late. So Father, he is known as the resident salt mine in our Discord. He gets salty. Not that he like curses people out or anything. Not that he's a habitual race whiner, although it's a little bit. But you know, he gets a little salty. It's no big deal. You know, as long as he doesn't quit over it. And it looks like he's going to be going for a expansion build because he has only 1 SCV on gas. He is getting the factory. If we look at Newbie, he has 2 on gas. So it's probably I'm going to guess Siege Expand versus Mine Expand perhaps, because this looks like it could be Mine Expand. And this one looks like it could be Siege Expand. So I'm sorry, the barracks is now floating over to Newbie. I really like this move from him. Looks like he made 1 Marine, same as Father. Same as Newbie. Yeah, it's actually fat here at SAS. I'm sorry, fat here at SAS. That still sounds terrible because of I don't know, maybe my accent, but at SAS. All right. So yeah, so fat here is yeah, going Vulture first. We're gonna try to get some early map positioning, and we're actually seeing Vulture first from Newbie as well. He is going for a command center behind this, and we are seeing a command center from Father as well. Newbie is a little safer, more conservative. I think has he not scouted yet? Oh, he's gonna go for the hidden expansion. I know he is. I know he's gonna go for the hitting expansion, and the thing is that Father knows too. Like I don't know if Newbie knows that Father knows, but I feel like his reputation should precede him at this point. So Fat here is he's gonna stay defensive with this vulture. He's not gonna try to do anything with it. This vulture, if it comes, actually no, two marine, two SCVs here. I I don't know if that's normal or not to push with two SCVs like this, but it's gonna work out for him anyway. If this comes back and snipes this as ooh, nice micro though. Losing an SCV here would be annoying. Oh, is he gonna lose another one? No, looks like he might. So good pickups from Newbie for being aggressive. He had forced multiple SCVs to stop mining. He's gonna take out 3 SCVs now, I think, total, maybe 2. And now we're gonna go for that hidden expo. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. We bank up money and then we go for the hidden expo. I'm not sure how I feel about taking this low ground base. It's kind of really hard to defend in TVT, I imagine. Um, Barracks for him though is not scouting. The command center is just now landing for Newbie. So Father is actually at a supply advantage somehow. I think it may be because of the 2 factories. Yeah, it has to be 2 factories over the 1 factory play from Newbie. Abstract Knight says that's nice. Wasn't expecting that from Newbie. I thought you were referring at first to the fact that he took a fast third and you were being sarcastic, but maybe that is what you mean. But yeah, taking the hidden third, the extra hidden third, because like this would be the hidden third and this is the extra hidden third. Yeah, I mean it shows some development in play. He's definitely the hidden third master, so we probably can't like presume to judge him. But Father he's going into heavy macro mode behind. Ooh, how did I miss this? What? Okay, yeah, I'm sorry about that. So we do have a Wraith out. It's definitely going to be annoying for Father, who's just now getting Academy. Doesn't have any form of anti-air, but he is going to move out with quite a decent number of vultures because he sees that there's like no defense here. I mean, he's not even mining the natural, so he might lose those 2 SCVs that he took from Father earlier, but this Wraith is definitely going to be annoying. Oh, we do have an armory up, so we should be expecting to see Goliath shortly. Factories are spinning. Now vultures are gonna come in. This is a dangerous situation. He transferred at probably like the worst time, because like if he didn't lift, oh he lost a lot there. I think he lost a lot there. Oh, he's gonna get those in. Is he getting siege mode behind this? I don't think so. I doubt he has it, because he's going for this fast expansion. Oh, okay, here he has siege mode. Okay, he's gonna force the vultures to leave. That's good. I probably wouldn't be making SCVs out of this command center while they're there though. He is making SCVs out of that command center. Oh, yeah. It was definitely nice from Newbie to kill those SCVs. I wonder why Father pushed with those 2 SCVs in the first place. I don't know like what their purpose was. But let's see. Did the Goliath kill the Wraith? Yes, it did. A little bit of miss micro from Newbie. Would have been nice to have that Wraith alive just to kill this barracks, for example, or to keep it as a scouting unit. So Newbie, I mean, the supplies are still relatively even. And remember, this is now tier 2. This is people who are definitely better at StarCraft than the first few that we've seen. Definitely have been around longer. Have been practicing more. Not to say anything bad about the people we watched before. We obviously saw some great games, but we'll see some more like I guess coherent play. You know, like play that makes more sense. I'm personally not that well informed about TVT. I don't know like what's standard, what's not. But going Goliath is, I mean, it's good against vulture heavy playstyles, but I don't know about getting this against tank heavy playstyles. Maybe he's just worried about more race coming in. I wonder who's scanning. It wasn't him. Is it? Yeah, he's looking for that expansion now. He wants to find it. He checked one main. He's gonna check the other main. I wonder if he's gonna check this main. I don't think that this command center has paid for itself yet. Like if we think about it, this is what 450 minerals on SCVs, 400 minerals on command center. That's 850, and he's mined so far like less than 100 from 7 minerals. So that means like it's not even broken even yet. But now the Marine's gonna find it, and that's gonna be trouble for him. Vultures are gonna react shortly, I think. Yep, there we go. Vultures are on the move. Automatically sends the vultures over there to take out the SCVs, and now this is just gonna be a big net loss for Newbie. I think he is up in supply. That's not gonna last for much longer though, but he is gonna use this as a distraction to move out. 3 Goliaths, 3 vultures, 1 tank against 2 tanks, 1 Goliath. These vultures are going to go down quickly. This Goliath will go down quickly as well, though. Siege mode is going to pop up. Is he going to be able to run up and lay mines? Does he have mines? Don't think so. Nice target firing from Father, but the tanks, I think they're gonna hold out. This one, yeah, this one's gonna get lost, and I feel like mines could have been really useful in this scenario. I wonder if he's getting them now. That would make sense. I wonder if he actually doesn't have siege mode yet, because that could be dangerous. 3 vultures now running in. There's a wraith out. Running in, he's gonna try to do some damage of his own. We do see a dropship from Newbie. Newbie is definitely trying out different things, and I'm kind of surprised, like somehow Newbie has the supply advantage here. Like I don't understand where that supply advantage is really necessarily coming from. He lost so many SCVs earlier when the vultures came. Father has had the factory lead earlier. Maybe it was just a panic from the vulture earlier on. He is adding his own command center now to try to get his own third base. Newbie is looking to take a third base of his own, and he actually has like forward map presence here. So if he sieges up like here and here, it would be really annoying for Father. Nobody knows how to play TVT in the Discord. I think that's definitely something that we should work on, but I don't know who our champion, like who we have that would work on it. Like I'm guessing, like some of the inactive people like DSC Napoleon probably know more about it than we do. And Newbie going for the 4th command center now. This command center has been like kind of like indecisive about where it wants to expand, but now that he's established his position here a little bit, I think he might be feeling comfortable about taking that other main. But this is actually becoming a relatively large army for Father. He's definitely caught up in macro. Newbie is catching up in factor count. He is struggling with the macro a little bit. Both players at around 93. Supply very even. Oh, these aren't sieged up. This could be a problem. If there's mines out, this could be a problem. Ooh, with the dropship. I like this move with the dropship. That was definitely a good call. But he is leaving himself like unguarded. Like vultures could run by here and could do damage. But Father decides to pull back. He's going to lay mines in his main, I suspect, to prevent the drops from happening. He may have been watching the game earlier. Might be aware that this is something that could do a lot of damage potentially to someone's economy if you're not prepared for it. No mines yet still though. Like, I'm really curious where the mines are. Oh, there's one mine, so we know that he has them. Nice push here from Newbie. Father's gonna really want to try to like at least maintain this line so he can expand this way. But Newbie already starting his 3rd gas. He's already economically ahead for sure. But it's too early to tell. I don't know where the supply lead is, because like it looks like Father. I mean, Father does have more vultures. I think that might be it again. He is scouting again with those vultures, looking for that base. If this base goes undefended, he might lose a lot of SCVs here, to be honest with you. And there's actually not that much defense anywhere for him. He's still rallied to his main base here. SCV does scout this, so I think, yeah, he's gonna know. He's gonna lose a lot of these SCVs though. He just transferred 12 over. It's like the same thing that happened to him earlier. That's unfortunate. Oh, he's gonna try to fight this? Okay, I don't know about that. Really not sure about that decision to fight. I think it was better to just run away. He's gonna be able to remake a lot of SCVs though, because this is his thing. This is how he operates. So we got Abstract Daddy saying that because of the unbuildable terrain on this map, wraiths are particularly powerful because there's so much unbuildable terrain. No, I can definitely see that. I mean, wraiths are good in late game TVT in general, I think. Oh, okay, this is a big move out. Is he gonna try to wrap around? Because that would be a good move, I think. Newbie didn't quite close the door on him, so this move out could actually be really dangerous. He only has 2 tanks back home. But on the other hand, he did leave his front pretty vulnerable. Is he going for a 5th command center? My guy. You're fucking crazy, my guy. This guy Newbie, I mean, like, you can't hate on it, because like whenever you macro poorly, you're like, all right, well, I have like extra 2,000 minerals, might as well throw down another command center. But this is going to be dangerous for him, I really think. He's going to need really good micro to hold this, and actually having the siege tank on the ramp is going to be so bad for him. Dropships are going to come into play though. Dropships on top of these tanks are going to be very useful for him if he holds this well. Oh, nice drop. Very nice. And wow, yeah, he holds it pretty handily actually. So now Newbie is definitely ahead. I mean, I feel like if I was... Oh, he actually managed to get tanks here, probably with the dropship. Very nice play from Newbie here. And Father, he must be kicking himself right now as a result of that. He's lost his supply advantage, he still hasn't taken his 3rd, and he's actually still contained over here, like slightly contained, like semi-contained. So this is looking like a tough spot. And look at this. He's got depots here. He's got a gas here. He's heavy on the gas right now. I mean, Father still has more gas than him because he's been working with one add-on and making mostly vultures, which I'm still not agreeing with. I feel like the vultures are not paying dividends. Like, there's definitely not. He's not using mines enough, not harassing with them enough, perhaps. And newbie. I mean, I would struggle to make SCVs from 5 command centers too. I think I'll be 100% honest with you. I would struggle to keep up with that. Definitely needs to start adding more factories because his economy is about to go boom explosion, right? He is Father is allowed to move out again. I feel like newbie definitely messed up. He could have like pushed all the way out here and tried to further the contain, but now, I mean, the dropship sees it, so that's good. What do we have in the dropship? Unknown. Do I have 2 tanks here? I don't know if 2 tanks will be able to hold it against 3 tanks uphill with vultures, so this could be a little annoying. I like the little repair that he just did. Using the vulture for vision, I mean the dropship for vision. Ooh, okay, yeah, the mines are definitely gonna change. Ooh, okay. Repair that tank, nice. Nice, 2 dropships. Going aerial, abusing the lack of dropships. Let's see the mine. Wow, okay, that mine did a lot. Wow, okay, so the tanks are gone, and now there's only 2 vultures. So newbie is, I mean, I don't think that these trades are necessarily like amazing for new. Oh my god, ouch. Okay, I don't think that these trades are necessarily like amazing for newbie because vultures are cheap. But the fact that he's trading at all and managing to hold on to his bases is definitely a huge boon for him. This commander did manage to fly out all the way over here. And his macro was slipped so badly though. 4,000 minerals on 2 bases, definitely a mistake there. Might be a case of over microing in that situation. Because the mines, I think, hurt him more than they helped, to be quite honest with you. And wow, he just GG's out after finding the base. That's GG. Very well played by newbie. I'm impressed. Some great decisions there. Father, I mean, it wasn't bad play from either. I feel like he just got the short end of the stick on some of those engages. Definitely needed to work on his macro a little bit more. Alright. So I think that we got all the urgent. I think Father is falling into the trap of TVT trap of going for aggressive plays instead of securing territory, which is very tempting when you believe you are the better player. I think just aggressive plays in general in TVT. I think me and Tim discussed this earlier. They're just like deceptive. You know, I mean, you think that you might be able to do it because of the unit imbalance that you might have, but we just saw what's his name? Newbie hold some like crazy stuff with very few units. I think part of it is because of I think it's partially because of the fact that vultures are kind of weak against all mech. The only thing that's good about them is the mines, and the mines can also blow up on your own face. So anyway, I'm gonna take another quick like 3-minute water pee break, and I'll be right back. And then once I come back, we will be doing the much anticipated Least versus Yellow Fox Bat on Coliseum, the return of the rivalry, the all-throw match, the king of throws. So give me about 3 minutes, and I'll be right back with you. No, you guys should be able to hear me, I think. Tell me if you can't hear me, please. It would be kind of stupid if I... Okay, it's good. Alright. I had a pre-match strategy session with Foxbat. This game is over. Alright. Good thing I'm just better than you, I agree. I still want to see hallucinate Archons. Alright.
I'm also back.
What's up, Tim? Perfect timing. We got Least versus
Excellent.
Foxbat, yeah.
All right.
So, okay, go. So I was just telling them the history about how we have Least as the king of throws, and
Oh yeah.
this is the all throw match now instead of the all star match. This can be the all throw match. See who can throw it the hardest. And
Excellent.
in the top right we have Yellow Foxbat, the Blue Terran.
And in the bottom right, we have Least,
Yeah,
Green Protoss, bragging about his pregame lobby spending.
yeah. I told him before the match that I told him before the match that not like shit talk isn't only allowed, it's encouraged. So definitely expect to see some shit talk from these players. Not that, I mean,
Nice.
not that they're like the fastest players in the world and they have the APM to spare, but that also means that the shit talk is more valuable too. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like, I don't know, like punching yourself in the face.
Strategic decision.
Yeah, it's how should there's an expression in Russian. It's something like, I'll poke out my own eye, so my mother-in-law has a blind son-in-law. Like that's kind of like the mentality here. It's like I will shit talk and mess up my macro and my micro just to like get one jab in on you. So it's gonna be interesting to see if it pans out that way. So far, we do see a pylon scout from Least, which is kind of unusual for PVT. I think he suspects the BBS. I think he definitely thinks about it. Yeah, he's checking the center. He wants to know ASAP, but no BBS is coming. So we can say that psychological advantage so far is advantage to Foxbat, who's has a conservative depot placement in his main right now.
Yeah, so I think Least is going to go for 12 next, and that's why he's scouting for BBS.
True. Yeah, he has been going 12 next almost exclusively against me in practice.
Yeah.
His major weakness so far that I've seen is like securing a fourth and dealing with vultures and mines. So it's gonna be interesting to see if he manages to secure that fourth in this game. Scouting the BBS was a good call.
Well, I'm convinced that dealing with vultures and mines is impossible. So, don't blame me.
I definitely agree. I mean, like I rag on Relentless. He's a former CPL and DRTL player. He has like 300 APM, and he just lays mines like a maniac everywhere. Like I've never once been able to
Yep.
keep up with the way that he does it, right? So like I do think that there's something to the fact that vultures and mines are really really good. But at least his early game build seems like really on point. Like I've tried doing some early pressure builds on him, like strong FD, 2 fac, and it's been like really tough. Like he has decent micro, decent holding it, knows how to abuse the terrain of the high ground pretty well to his advantage.
Yeah, he's definitely improving quickly.
And that's a big compliment coming from the most improved player of 2018, 2019. So it is going to be just a standard factory after here. Like we don't see a lot of Marines coming out in, like no second depot, which I think some people do that depot before factory, right? To like get a high Marine count if they suspect something, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, just standard, very low, low army opening so far. And we do see Least already has his gateway. I wonder if he's gonna make the zealot, if he made a zealot or not.
Ooh, so Foxpass still has 3 on gas. Is he doing 2 fact?
It would probably have to be. I mean, he already has a ton of
It does
gas.
seem like it.
Yeah. Is this the Terran Timmy 2 fac that we've heard so much about? Yep. This is the Terran Timmy
It
2 fac.
is.
Yeah. Somehow it's like I knew that this was coming, but at the same time, like I think that was the psychological edge too. Is I was like, Least knew that this was gonna come, so I don't know if he's prepared for it well enough. I've tried this against him myself, and he did hold it. So
Uh-huh.
we'll see if he can hold this one. He did make a zealot first, which is smart. I like that. You know, it's safe. Probe is gonna get a scout off again. Oh wow, what a sneak in! What a sneak in! I think that this map is actually not that great for this build, to be honest with you, because you can, if you don't place the factories in a specific location, you can see it from the high ground, right?
Yeah.
He would be able
Yeah,
to see.
it is hard to place it.
Yeah, so he is gonna. He actually kills the SCV that is building the factory. So
That's a blow.
yeah, this this is gonna slow down the Timmy Two fact. All right. See now,
Yeah.
if he was really on top of his game right now, he would have typed in like scrub or something like that right at that moment. Like that's how you do the psychological warfare. You just talk shit as soon as you even the slightest thing is you have to
Yeah.
talk shit about it.
These spawns though really favor Foxbat though for this push because
Hmm.
so see this high ground where the third is.
Yeah.
It's really close by ground for Foxbat to come up here.
Yeah, absolutely, and he can use that back ramp to get up there and take the
Yep.
high ground immediately. But
Yep.
if what's called if Least like puts all of his army there, then he might be late on reacting to something that's coming through the front. It's kind of like you have to defend two
Yeah.
places, and
Yeah. So I kind of like where Release is setting up now, just at the top of
mhm.
the ramp here.
I've noticed that he's been adding this shield battery too. I'm not 100% sure about like if this is a good decision or not. I feel like it takes away
Um,
too much from the early production that you could be
I think
having.
it was definitely too early
Mhm.
because the push isn't going to hit until 6 minutes. But the shield battery is a pretty decent idea.
Yeah, I just see him being supply blocked right now, and I think about how that shield battery
Yeah.
could have been a pylon. You know what I mean? That
Uh
could have
huh.
been like 3 dragoons, like
Yeah.
maybe
It
15
was
seconds earlier.
definitely too early, but not a bad idea
Hmm.
overall.
Now, so he's gonna wait for 5 tanks, correct? Or no, he's actually gonna go with 3 tanks. That's what I thought the original, because I heard that he said that your version or something was 5 tanks, and I usually only saw 3 tank variants of this. Maybe the two other tanks
Well,
are
I think
rallied.
just rally the two. Yeah.
Hmm.
Also, his factory was delayed by the probe killing SUV, so
Yo, welcome Shoop. It's
it's a
Tim.
little bit later.
It's Tim and Babo casting. So yeah, the dragoons are in a good position, but I don't like the fact that he doesn't have any vision of the ramp in the back. Like he needed a pylon there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I think a pylon there, or just like putting a probe there, or
yeah, or one dragoon maybe.
but this is gonna go well for him now, I think,
Yeah.
because Foxbat opted not to go up that back.
Oh my
ramp.
God.
Ooh, is
That
Dragoon range not done? Dragoon range is not done.
wow. Okay, yeah. He also completely overcommitted to that first tank snipe there without range.
Yeah, if you don't have range, you really can't be running up sniping tanks like that.
Oh my God. I feel like he's glitching out too
Siege
because.
is done.
Oh God.
Yeah, this target firing is a little sloppy because he doesn't have range. And he's really trying to get in on the tanks. It's
Okay.
close though.
Yeah, he did get that last tank, which is good.
I
But
think
oh.
there's enough Marines that I think Foxback is going to be able to hold this and keep his push alive.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely not the best micro we've seen from both of them, but the range not being done
He's
was
really
fatal.
slipped on production during that.
Yeah.
He's got all this money.
And now that the bad part is like this siege tank is like going to be in range of these gateways, even if he just stays on the high ground. He is going to push
Yeah,
forward.
even worse is Foxback still has 4 Marines alive, so we can build a bunker.
Yeah, bunker is going to be OD, and
That'll be
he's
really
going to pull the
strong.
boys. Oh, we got 3 dragoons coming out. I
The
think
probes.
if
Range is done.
they're not timed. Yeah, the probes were a good idea, but not timed properly.
Yeah, and you definitely would want to mineral walk them, but he
Yeah.
doesn't have vision of anything, so he can't.
Oh my God,
But if
this
he had-
this
if he had a
repair
pylon
though.
up by that ramp, he could have.
Oh.
Repair OP.
Oof. Yeah, now with this other tank out. He's building a proxy engineering bay. Yo, is that a BM engineering bay instead of a bunker? I think this is a BM engineering bay.
No, that's actually a legit thing. You do want to build the engineering bay forward, like, so just in case like they get a shuttle, you're gonna be building turrets, and it also provides blocking. The blocking is the main reason why you build it forward instead of in your base, but
That's
you
good
do
point.
want it so you can start building turrets.
Oh, the shuttle goes down. The tank stays
Yeah,
up.
I mean, if you have this many Marines still alive, it's
Yeah.
less of an issue. But if you lost all the Marines, you definitely
Oh, the no GG. Wow.
that is rough.
Ooh, the Timmy Tufak. It's too good.
He is real sad he lost to that.
The Timmy Tufak is the salt is real. The salt is coming out. Oh man. All right, so let's look at where we are now with the scores. Okay, so Noob T45, he lost to King Pi off racing his Terran, so that's 1 for Team 2. I just wanted to get this straightened out because I made like 5 mistakes counting earlier. Mr. Wizard lost to Kanzaki Renko's off race Protoss Madness with the hallucinated Archon, so that's 2 for Team 2. Ivan Hoki lost to Gomatas for Team Smurfs, so that's 1-2. Bad Penny lost to Checkmater, so that's 1-3, with Smurfs being 1. BB won against Quadro, so that's 2-3, right? Yeah. Gomitas lost to King Pi, so that's 2-4. Now Foxbat beat Least, so that's 2-5, and Father lost to Newbie, so that's 3-5. So that's actually really close series so far. The Timmy Two, yeah, congratulations to Foxbat. The Terran Timmy Two Tank prevails. Least, the 12 next did not manage to hold. The Dragoon Micro was not there. The range was late. And now we're gonna go into the finals. The finals are gonna be Cacao Nib, Cacao,
Fox.
Kaká, yeah, Fox. It's gonna be Fox versus Kanzaki Renko. Kanzaki's gonna be playing Zerg versus Terran because he doesn't play TBT. So it's gonna be Kanzaki versus.
Yeah, let's see if he has any other ridiculous Zerg tricks.
Yeah, that blew my mind. I still can't get
Yeah,
over
so
it.
the inside scoop on that is that it's actually pretty difficult to pull off, and also you can't do it on land latency, he says.
Oh wow,
Yeah, he didn't give me all the specifics yet,
I wouldn't if I was
but
him too. I wouldn't tell anybody. I wouldn't tell him shit.
no, apparently the Korean pros do know about this,
Oh
but
yeah.
only recently. Yeah, like Firebite Hero has a video on it.
Oh okay. And I wonder if it's
But
tournament legal or not. That's the question.
well, since you can't do it on land
Yeah.
latency, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but they do have online, like like balloon matches and stuff, and there are
True,
online tournaments, like online qualifiers too. So
true.
I wish it would be so great if you could do that in every PVZ. Can you imagine? I would
Oh my god,
I would
that would
shed
be
tears of
wonderful.
joy.
Just instead of having like 5 Archons in the late game, just have 20. Why not?
Yeah, right. All right, so now we got Fox versus Kanzaki Renko, the captains of the teams, the highest MMR players on both teams, supposedly, and they are going to be going ZVT on Fighting Spirit. So if you guys are ready, we can begin. Oh, so it doesn't even work on TR24. So like, he read the situation, knew that the TR wasn't 24, and he's like, all right, I got this. So that's some next level strats. That's like Giga Brain
But I
IQ.
think, yeah, I think he also set it to extra high at some point.
Yeah, I think so. That might be true
Yeah,
too.
if I remember correctly, he said that.
Wow. All right. That's very suspect, dude. I think we might have to like investigate this, like match fixing scandal of some sort. anyway, anyway, in the top right we have Cacao Nib, aka Fox, the blue Terran player.
And in the bottom left, we have the exploit extraordinaire mastermind, Kanzaki Ranko, as the Orange Zerg.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what his Zerg looks like. Because honestly, I've only ever played against this Terran because I've only played PvT against him. And I mean, his Terran is pretty decent. Like, he has good timings and stuff like that. Has good macro. Like, he definitely plays very orthodox in the sense, like, his builds may not be orthodox, but he plays like the pros would play. You know what I mean? Like a poorer version of the pros, as opposed to some of the players that we've seen today, which like go nukes or they make Archons
Yeah,
hallucinated and
yeah.
stuff. So he's definitely very standard. So I'm curious to see what he's gonna do as Zerg. I wonder if his Zerg is the same kind of flavor or if it's gonna be more like his Protoss.
I think it'll be, well, unless he has something special to show us, I think it'll be reasonably standard. But from what I've seen of his play, usually he doesn't do anything too crazy.
Word. So, Cow placing that depot right there, that helps your SCV mining efficiency, which is especially helpful in the early games. It does, correction, it's not the mining efficiency, it's the pathing efficiency of the first SCV, because it pops out over here to the right, and you can send it to mine right away. And he's going to be going Rack Scout, which is, fairly standard, especially versus Zerg. Meanwhile, Kanzaki is going for the 12 hatchery. He's not going to be bridge scouting. Looks like he's going to be sending to the other main. Second SCV scout for
That's
Cacao.
interesting.
Yeah.
I don't usually see Zerg sending the second Overlord to scout a main as well in this matchup.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you don't know the timings for scouting, I think that it makes sense. Like, if you don't know what the SCV coming into your base at what timing means, then like I think that sending it to the other main is not bad. Because I usually just send it to the other main simply because I don't know those timings. So I just I like the position that you get with it, because let's say the Terran's at the bottom right, You can leave that overlord between the main and the third and see floating third, or like check the third to see if the gas is coming up there to know if they're expanding there. And then the other overlord that you sent, like in this case up north, you can send it to the normal spot by the bridge. And with the overlords going in opposite directions like this, you can do that for every base. Like you can find a way to send it, each overlord to each respective place on the map, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the game though. Enough talk about scouting overlords. We have, looks like really standard play from both players. We got
Yeah.
the forward
Three
command
hatch
center.
before gas.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's gonna be 3 attributed, probably.
And we got, I like this forward depot from Kakao instead of like a bunker, for example. He knows that there's not going to be a lot of links coming his way. I mean, now this is going to be 6 links though,
Yeah.
I think. So he might start thinking about it now, making a bunker, perhaps.
Cross spawn as well makes it even easier to be greedy like this.
True. See, he's going to verify the link count. He's going to see 6. Now he's probably going to have to want to stay here just to see if, like, try to keep it alive long enough to see if it's Spire or Hydra Den.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just to make sure at least that there's a layer.
And not more lings, not a Hydra Den. Like,
Yeah.
we've seen Jaedong do like some stuff where like he does Hydra Bust and ZVT. He's gonna try to block. Nice block, almost worked. I think he did mineral walk the SCV past the drone though. Good attempt. And he's gonna see the layer now for sure. Yeah, definitely sees it. I guess the next question, and he's actually just gonna die. I think the next question that you usually want to stay around for is when the second gas timing is, right? Because that's what you use to verify if it's gonna be Mutalisk or like fast tech of some sort, right?
I don't know too much about the specifics of that, but I think at this point, I mean, you can just wait until your scans are up to do the additional scouting because its academy's already almost done.
True, but if you also notice, like the drone at the third hatchery, at the ramp hatchery, it's waiting. I think it's waiting to make that Spire, and I think that's part of the reason why you split up. Oh, it's actually Hydra Den. Okay.
Hydra Den.
Yeah, after you when you split up your 3 hatcheries this way, like you can't cover everything with 2 scans, but actually this Hydra Den is a little bit too close to the natural. I think that he might be able to scan it. We'll see how the scans actually pan out.
Where it goes exactly. And if he decides to make 2 scanners right away.
Yeah, because the second scan is actually delayed.
Yeah.
Is that normal? Because I saw no, actually that can't be normal. I don't remember who was it. It was Bad Penny. He delayed his second scanner too against Zerg.
So even Flash does this sometimes. He will just delay scan. Like you still want to get the academy early so you can start stim and range because that's important.
Yeah. And medics.
But if you have a good idea of what's going on, you can delay 1 or even both scanners to get out a couple extra SCVs earlier.
This might hurt him here though because that first scan didn't really see much of anything. It saw the layer. Didn't see any tech there.
Yeah, I mean, well, so the second scanner is just finished. The second scan, even if it doesn't see the Hydra Den, if he sees the 3 eggs, yeah. So now he should see these Hydras popping.
Yeah. Very
and
nice
you saw
scan.
the Hydra Den too, right?
Yeah, very nice scan from him. Yeah, I just double checked it. Yeah. And yeah, he's gonna move out now. This is really good play for Terran. What they try to do is they try to contain the Zerg before the Zerg can try to contain them, because that's really the most annoying thing is when the lurkers are right in front of your face, and Zerg's like getting hive as fast as possible. But he also made the defensive bunker, which is the right choice. I think I would have liked to see it possibly a little bit forward, like on the bridge, where you can place 2 bunkers in a turret. But this isn't bad either. Maybe not so much in this diagonal formation either, because like that way you only have 1 surface area of like only 1 bunker is going to be engaged at any time.
Well, actually, it's not so bad against lurkers because usually the lurkers they will run forward past max range, just to get the splash in. So against lurkers, it's not as much of a big deal.
Makes sense. It's a good place for the turret though, behind the 2 bunkers, because sometimes you can lose your turret, which is hella annoying. But I like this backstab attempt from Gonzaga. Well, not backstab, but just getting the lings out on the map to prevent any reinforcements from coming in. Maybe deny a third base or something like that. It's a really good play from him.
3 Sunkens and a bunch of lurkers. There's no way that Fox can do anything here, of course.
Yeah.
But he's just out here to make sure that there's no.
Oh, is it gonna be slow drop? I think it's slow drop. Look at this. He's bringing.
Yeah.
Yes. Very nice. Very nice.
Slow drop 8 links. That's very good.
And I'm surprised that he didn't try to send some what's called some hydras or
Lurkers?
lurkers out. Yeah, the same way, because that would because like if he does this now, he kind of like reveals his hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
And the other overlord is actually not in position for it as well. Because if he had that at like the third base for Cacao, or like
yeah.
the off third base, you know what I mean? The 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock?
Yeah, he would have been able to double lurker drop both mirror lines. That's like the most annoying thing. Ooh, but he actually sees this with his SCV. Wow.
Well,
Get red. I think
he
he's
might
gonna know
still
now.
not
Yeah, he's gonna know.
get there in time.
Oh, yeah, and
Oh, that just finished. They might
yeah.
still come out in time. And this isn't really that many Marines.
Yeah, but actually he's left his contain now, so I think the lurkers, if they come forward now, like this would, if this is all for that, like that would be great. But oh, the overlord's not
He
dropping.
never dropped them.
Yeah,
What?
no, it's because of the doodad. This little bone structure thing. It's a doodad that you
Yeah.
can't. That's unpassable. Yeah. Now he's gonna drop them. Okay.
Well, regardless, Fox never moved up. I think he was scared about like a push at the front while he was dealing with the drop, so he didn't actually come forward.
Yeah,
I
makes
like that
sense.
he's got a turret out in the middle here and he's got a bunker by his mineral line.
Yeah, but the bunkers. Ooh, if he
Bunker's
was.
empty,
Yeah.
but I do like that he's prepared for like a lurker drop.
Yeah, and this lurker backstab or potential lurker backstab is just way too late. I think. Like he. Yeah, Kanzaki is rethinking it. He's like, yeah, I don't want to do that actually. Queen's Nest is done though, so Hive should be on the way soonish.
Yeah, queens. Well, or queens.
True. But yeah, we don't know with Kanzaki.
Who knows?
Yeah. I'm surprised that it's actually being this delayed. I think he's just not paying attention to it. Or like didn't notice because he does have the money and the
Yeah.
gas for it. There's no reason to
Uh,
delay it at this point.
Interesting thing. There is a single Hydralisk burrowed beneath his lair, so he has burrow.
Wow. So yeah, he's going all out with the layer tech like trickery. I think. Okay. I guess what is Overlord speed coming? That would be the explanation for why the Hive is late because Overlord speed's on the way. That has to be it.
Yeah, that could be it.
What is he doing? Look at it. Look at the lurkers at the 3 o'clock.
What in the hell?
Is he trying to do something crazy again?
I'm sure.
He's swagging on us, dude. He's yo, check it. I mean,
Well, what is
I've never seen them burrowing on burrow that fast, so there must be some sort of trick, right?
what does this do though?
I don't know. It's probably just just intimidation. Is he gonna lose because of that? He's definitely gonna lose because of that. He has idle larva at all three hatcheries. Oh wait, the backstab? The bunkers are empty and the backstab,
Yeah, and he's got links to cover to support it as well.
but the natural is dead.
Well, Kansaki can get any number of lurkers on his ramp. Oh, Fox is distracted enough that his forces at Kansaki's base are not. They
Yeah.
don't have scan for the lurkers, and they're getting
Ooh.
decimated.
Ouch. Oh, now he knows. But he's already at too low of a count. The lurkers need to go back, I think, because the Marines running up would be really dangerous here. He did clean up the natural, though. Mostly, there's 2 lurkers that remain. The vessels are out now.
Yeah, so definitely Kansaki is not in a good position, but
Yeah.
this counterattack saved his life for sure.
Yeah. Temporarily, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, with drop on the way, though, I mean, with speed on the way, though, if it is, in fact, Overlord speed, he could have the potential to be more annoying for a little bit longer. Like, he might be able to buy enough time, but with 2 starport vessels coming
Yeah.
out, and Hive not even done yet, it's
He
looking kind of
didn't
grim.
actually deal that much damage to Fox's economy though. He killed some units. He killed some like supply depots or whatever. But
Yeah, if you look at the supply difference, it's kind of
Yeah.
depressing.
it is.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry. No, my microphone has a button on it that like I accidentally press sometimes and it turns it on and off. So I can't tell if it's on or off while I'm in game. So
Amazing.
yeah,
Okay.
I know it's horrible actually. And it's attached because it's not a microphone really. It's a headset and so it's on a wire, right? But on the wire is exactly as long as my torso, so it's at like butt length. Like so I'm like sitting right next to it and pushing it against my chair all the time. Anyway, enough about butt length headsets. This is a scary looking army compared to what Kazaki has, even with Hive done.
Yeah. Fox is even taking this far third base.
Yeah, and
That's interesting.
Kanzaki is hella broke too. He lost all the drones that his natural when this attack happened.
Yeah. And I mean, being on one base with Zerg is just always terrible. Doesn't matter
Mhm.
what else is going on.
One Zerg, two hatcheries, and like 12 drones. That's like a minute two economy for Zerg that
Yeah.
Kanzaki's sitting on right now. But he is running lurkers around in like weird places and stuff like that. SCV does spot it. Oh, looks like he's gonna try to take his near third as well. Lings are there, gonna get picked out. The lack of Spire, I think, is gonna really just do him in, because this amount of vessels is gonna just irradiate his whole army, and then that's a wrap.
Well, just having no money is going to do him in because he
That's
just doesn't have anything.
that too. By the way, the HD vessels, they put in a lot of detail in those things. Those look pretty dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, this push, this is like the delayed 3 tank 1 vessel push, because it's more like the 5 tank 4 vessel push, but it's still gonna be brutal. Third command center's up. Fourth one is building inside the main. This looks like, oh, he's gonna go for the drop now. He's doing it. He has speed overlord finally. The push is,
The
however, coming
timing,
in.
the timings for these drops, right when Fox tries to move out, is
Yeah.
definitely good.
Oh, the second lurker's a little too far out though. Scan's gonna. Oh my god.
Unfortunately for Kanzaki, Fox was way more prepared for this than he was the
Yeah.
last time.
Yeah. I think if he had done both, like the main and the nat at the same time, like he could have done it. But like the second attempt at the nat again is just not ill-advised, and he only has one lurker here against 5 siege tanks, fuck ton of marine medic. No vessel with us. Alright, no, the vessels are here now. Yeah, I think this is a wrap.
Oh, he glitched out the turret.
Yeah,
The turret's not shooting the Overlord.
dude. All right, so Kanzaki is definitely at least. I can definitely say he gets the what do you call it? The spirit of all star matches. He's definitely the pimpest player in my book for having played today.
I agree.
All right, so Captain Kanzaki Renko did go down to Fox. So the head-to-head at the end of the day is 5-4, I think, for Team Smurfs versus Team 2. A very tight battle. Very close. Definitely a lot of great games. I hope you guys enjoyed everything. Definitely recommend watching the VOD if you missed out on it. As for Mr. Wizard's prize, we can't announce it because he's not here right now. He's at work. So when he comes back, I mean, you guys will find out about it. I'll make a post about it in the thread. I'll talk about it in the Discord. Um, let me put in another invite for the Discord again while I'm at it, just in case any of you guys haven't heard my earlier pitch. This is a beginner-friendly Discord for StarCraft players and people who are just looking into getting into StarCraft. It's run by LMaster, who is a caster, video maker, streamer extraordinaire. He would normally be running this event, but he couldn't make it today either, so I took over. And I hope you guys enjoyed the cast. Thank you, Tim, for joining me and helping me out, bring some extra knowledge.
Of course.
You got any shoutouts?
Don't put me on the spot like that.
Well, all right. So, who are your CPL coaches? Who helped you a lot?
Ooh, Sugo, Unko. No shout out to Endymion because he disappeared.
All right. So yeah,
But
CPL 4 should be in the works soonish. Nothing has been officially announced yet, but there is like some rumors because they did change the name of the Discord to CPL 4. If anyone doesn't know,
yeah,
CPL is a coach pupil league. It's for lower rank players who want to play with higher rank players, higher rank coaches, and they play in a league. They play events kind of like this one. So if you guys are interested in that, you can look it up on Team Liquid. And yeah, I think that's about it for us. Thank you guys for tuning in, and have a lovely day.